All right? All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles, our bishops, and honors to Akim that push this truth out of sincerity week in and week out. All right? So our job is to preach the Most High's word. Who the Most High is, Yahweh. Who His Son, Yahweh Shai. That's who the world calls God and Jesus Christ. All right? And we're commanded to prophesy, meaning to say before all the things that's about to take place here, mainly here in America and in the world. Pretty soon it's going to be World War III. The Lord is going to visit this place.
Wait, you and who? Oh,
You got it?
Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
The Bible says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. The modern day Egypt is America. This place is a place of bondage. The house of bondage. For who? For all the tribes of the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is a prison house and a bondage. All right? And our people trust in this place. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Mainly our people. Because they're going to trust in this government and the so-called white man who rules this place instead of relying on the Heavenly Father. This is Yahweh Shai.
It says, and stay on horses and trust in chariots.
Military. The military, the logistics of America. You got it.
It says, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong.
Yeah, so they really think this place is a real strong superpower like it once was. So people are comfortable, they're not in fear. So they thinking nothing can happen to this place, America. They don't know that America's going to be destroyed in nuclear fire. They don't know this. So they're comfortable. Why? Because they think America's army going to protect them. They listen to what these senators, the Congress tell them. These rich people.
It says, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel.
They don't look to the righteous one of Israel. They don't look to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for power, strength, and the faith. They don't look to that. They look into things they can see or what they can hear. Well, you hearing the prophets speak. Oh, nah, but the poor man wisdom is despised. We don't have a we don't have a Armani suit on. We don't have a $10,000 suit, $3,000 suit on. So-called money. We don't have that.
It says, neither seek the Lord.
They don't seek the Lord. And that's okay. Because the missile's going to seek you.
This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. And it says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise.
The scriptures say every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. In the ancient world, all the armies, it was close combat. So you had a lot of noise. It was gritty. It was close combat with swords and weapons. But this war is not going to be like that. This war is going to be with fire. What kind of fire? Thermonuclear fire.
It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood.
Garments rolled in blood, because you have to have your shield. You know what I mean? And you have to go out. You have to be close up. You got front line, first line of defense. Shalom, huh? So it was close up and personal, man. People was getting hit in the abdomen, the kill shots, the fifth rib, the apex of the heart. People was getting caught on their shoulder, the lung. You know? People was getting hit in main arteries. Your femoral artery, that's right here by the groin area. You know, carotid right over here. So those was some kill moves. It was up close and personal.
Yeah, and you come
combat.
Hand-to-hand combat, but this one is going to be with thermonuclear fire.
It says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
What burning and fuel of fire is talking about? Thermonuclear fire. That's what it's talking about. Because we're in the nuclear age right now.
That's right.
All right.
This is Isaiah chapter 54.
And people is not concerned that we're in a nuclear age. Why? Because it's bread and circuses. Folly is set in great dignity. So these people are entertained, and busy.
Isaiah chapter 54 verse 16. It says, behold, I have created a smith that bloweth the coals and the fire.
The modern day smiths right now is your nuclear physicists. In the ancient world, the smiths made weapons and certain things like that. And the smiths back then, what they melted metals and things like that. So it wasn't that sophisticated. Now we're on a molecular, atomic level. So everything got more sophisticated now. Because technology increased, knowledge increased.
It says, behold, I have created a smith that bloweth the coals and the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
What's that instrument of his work? The thermonuclear missiles. That's the instruments of the Lord's work. Those missiles are the Lord's army. The Lord gonna have a spirit in that army, the missiles. So they're gonna hit where they got. They're gonna be more intense, and they're gonna hit the target. They don't gotta hit the dirt. All they gotta do is go for the airspace and detonate. The rest is that. But the noise, you're gonna hear the noise because all of that wind in there, that's gonna cause the earth to whirl to and fro, and they're gonna break the sound barrier.
And she likes this video.
How many millions? How many million intercontinental?
Oh, 200.
Y'all got stuck a little bit. 200 million, right? So all of them warheads breaking the sound barrier. Great noise.
Yep. It says, and I have created the waster to destroy.
Now, waster is thermonuclear missiles. That's the waster to destroy. The waster to destroy is thermonuclear missiles. Nuclear war is mentioned in the Bible. World War III is mentioned in the Bible. America being turned into a desert because of nuclear destruction is mentioned in the Bible. Why this is never recited in church?
Yep. Right. This is Isaiah chapter 24. I'm gonna start at 19. It says the earth is utterly broken. The earth is clean dissolved.
Now that's not talking about the entire planet, because the earth will bother forever, living forever. So that earth is talking about America and these people that's gonna be here. Israel gonna be destroyed, certain parts of Russia, but that's when it's talking about the earth. Certain land gonna be destroyed and thermonuclear destruction.
Right? The earth is moved exceedingly.
The thermonuclear war is gonna make the earth whirl to and fro like a drunkard. And this is also gonna clean the earth. Them tsunamis, certain parts of the ocean gonna be dried up. This is gonna clean the ocean floor. New land gonna be emerge from volcano lava and that fire coming from beneath the ocean floor coming up.
It says the earth, verse
And the
20.
air also.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Because they doing the hustles. They wanna they gotta have a vending license or whatever. It's clutter. You know how Esau get down.
It says Isaiah 24 verse 20. It says the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard.
What's going to make the earth roll to and fro like a drunkard? Thermonuclear missiles being launched off. 200 million. And guess where those 200 million missiles are headed? Right here in America.
It says, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it.
The transgression, because the sins of this place don't reach up to the heavens. It's too much. How long you think the Lord is going to allow all this chaos to go on? And America is spearheading that. It's basically the number one promoter of worldwide wickedness. It's televised. People want to come here because they can't do that nonsense in the country they come from. So they come over here, the head covering comes off.
Now it's like no one.
The adultery increases, the whoredom increases. Because they're protected over here. Now freedom means freedom to do wickedness. Meaning you women are not under the rule of your husband or your father or whatever male guardian in your family. You gotta be politically correct. Everyone don't have their father, but a lot of people have guardians. Alright? So whoever's doing that parental duty. Yeah.
It says, and it shall fall and not rise again.
America's not gonna rise again. The so-called white man's rulership is not going to rise again once the Lord removes him out of his seat of rulership.
Ezekiel,
All right?
this is Ezekiel chapter 21 and 10. It says, not 10, I'm going to start at 8. It says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy, and say, thus saith the Lord.
We're prophesying. We're saying before. To say before. We're saying the Lord's destruction before it happens. We're saying the Lord is going to deliver 1/3 of his people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. These are the elect of his people. 2/3 are going to be destroyed. You heathen nations that's over here, y'all out of here, man. Whoever's not an elect that's over here during the time of nuclear destruction, and you're not an Israelite, you out of here. If you're not a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, you're done on this side. And only 1/3 going to be delivered.
It says, thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furnished.
Now that sword that's sharpened right now is the nuclear weapons that enrich uranium. All of that, that's such that perfected nuclear missiles. Because all these nations are testing their nuclear arsenal.
Yes.
All the nations are testing their nuclear arsenal. I watched the football. I ain't gonna lie, I watched the football last Sunday. But our mind is not all the way into that. They're testing nuclear missiles. Everybody's having fun. Everybody's getting their hair done, their nails done. Thinking of things of no importance. They're testing their nuclear weapons, though.
That shows that we're in times of war, right, brother?
You up, boss? Yeah.
That shows that we're in times of war.
Yeah.
Seriously. You know, they're testing, you know, Iran has made a display of their military might. You know, with this whole Israel, you know, situation that's going on between them and Israel. So they're making bold statements through their military, man. Because they're ready for war, man. That's the times that we're living in, times of war.
Wake up the mighty men.
We'll do this. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. It says, to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
For everything, there's a season, there's a time and a place. There's a set time and place for everything. There's a season, a point in time. There's a time that there's a time to be joyful, build a family, live in peace. We're not in a time of peace right now. We're in a time of war. We had that second death. The first death was a great flood. The second death is nuclear fire. This is the time that we're in. The nuclear age, man. World War III.
It says a time to be born and a time to die.
Time to be born and time to die. There's a set time for everything. We're not in a time of peace. We're in a time of war. It's not going to get better. It's not going to get better.
A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted.
Time to plant, time to pluck up. Lord about to do a lot of plucking up, man. There's going to be a lot of death soon. A lot of people getting cut off. It's going to be a lot of mass death going on soon. But before the nuclear, we got good news. Before the nuclear destruction, there's going to be a nationwide famine, a global famine, that's going to lead to cannibalism. That's the good news. That's the good news. A lot of people going to die in starvation. A lot of people going to eat their children. That happened before. So anybody want to laugh and scoff, laugh that it's going to be a nationwide famine and cannibalism going on. All right? The children, women, the elderly, and people that's sickly, man, the Lord ain't protecting them, they asses out of here, yo. A lot of people going to suffer. A lot of people going to die from their wounds, man. You know what happened to a wound that's not attended to? A leg wound goes straight to the bone, man. It's not attended to. You heard of the Cupidar bed sores? But yeah, it's good news, man. It's going to be a nationwide famine.
You got a scripture for you for the cannibalism.
This is Jeremiah chapter 19, verse 9. Good news. It says, and I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons.
So this is in the Bible. It's talking about this cannibalism that's going to take place because it's going to be a nationwide and global-wide famine. And it's going to be engineered, man, by your government that you depend on, that you put your heart into, your soul into, that you voted for.
It says, and I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters.
So the Bible said people going to eat the flesh of their sons and their daughters. That's cannibalism. Why would it be cannibalism? Because it's not going to be any food, man. Them executive orders talk about the closing of all farms, shutting down of all groceries, everything moving. Truckers, everything. That's logistics, right? The roads, the trucks, the highways, the truckers, that's the arteries, right? That's the arteries of this harlot called America. Well, they're gonna block those arteries. And it's on the books. Those executive orders are on the books. One of them is 11490. Shut down of power, roads, all food, all farm land. And relocating people. Relocating them to where? The FEMA camps.
It says, and they shall eat every one the flesh of his friend in the siege and straitness.
So in the siege. Because this so-called white man is known to orchestrate famine and things like that. That's what he does. He did that during the time of Gaius, Augustus Caesar. They created an orchestrated famine. They did it during the time of the Flavian dynasty with Titus, Domitian, and Vespasian. They engineered them. They're known to engineer famines. That's the so-called white man's track record. All right? Oh, you thought we didn't study, we just a bunch of niggas, right? Yeah.
Right. says, wherewith their enemies and they that seek their lives shall straighten them.
And this is a revival Roman Empire. So they're gonna do what their predecessors did, but they're gonna outdo them. They're gonna make it more fierce.
Back in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 3, it says a time to kill and a time to heal.
There's a time to kill and a time to heal. We're in a time of killing. Why? Because they're gonna orchestrate more of those diseases. And they're gonna tell you people, come, get the antidote. Get the shot. So you can live and go back to work, and you people gonna do it. Because y'all believe anything someone in the super top tells you. Someone that's a general that got the fucking stars and shit on it, and shit, the squares and whatever you call that shit. They gonna listen to everything, man.
It says a time to break down and a time to build up.
Time to break down, time to build up. The Lord is building up the elect, the house of David. But America won't be built back better again. America's gonna be made more bitter. That's what the word America go back to, bitter, America. America vegetables, bitter.
Second Ezra 6 and 9, that's right. The statement that you said, man, this society is going to hell down, man.
Down.
Esau, the so-called white man's kingdom is going down. And who's going to come up? The elect of the nation of Israel. But it's going to take the Savior to come back first. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world.
Esau. Esau is the end of the world. Who is Esau? Esau wasted away. Wasted away what? It's pigmentation. That's you Caucasians. Your pigmentation is wasted away. And we only talking about Esau that has that, the one that has that pigmentation. We're talking about the nation of Edom. That's it.
It's the end of the world.
It's the end of the world. You're the end of this age of rulership. So Esau is the end of the world. You're ruling right now, right? So your world is coming to an end. You don't see it? You don't know that your world is coming to an end?
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
Jacob is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The beginning of it that followed. Why? Because we're going to be under Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. But Yahweh Shai stepping foot on this planet again. Yo? Yeah. So it's going to be order. Order, I said. It's going to be order.
This is Psalms chapter 49, verse 11. It says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. Now what nation does this fit? Their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever, right? Who thinks like that? What nation thinks that their rulership is going to remain forever? What nation thinks that they're going to remain in power forever? You devils, Esau, Caucasians. It's you. For us. And you're not going to remain forever. Y'all going to destroy each other. And in the midst of y'all destroying each other, the Lord is going to return and finish y'all off. He's going to sweep the rest of the garbage away with thermonuclear destruction and lasers from the chariots. And the chariots are spaceships, what the world call UFOs.
That's right, man. He's still talking like he got dates. Oh, well, by 2030,
Right.
by 2050.
Thanks for bringing that up. Because he got a thing called Agenda 2025 now, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this devil came out with something called Agenda 2025, bro. I don't know the details, but this devil coming up with dates, like you said, because he's a reprobate, man. All right? He's aware that shit is going down for him, but he doesn't believe that he's going to completely go out of power. He don't believe that. You know what I'm saying?
You worship on the star.
That's right, just like the Most High hardened ancient world Pharaoh's heart, he's harder than Esau's heart. He's gonna harden his heart until Yahweh Shai returns, man. You know, you gotta understand that aspect of the scriptures too.
The Lord has to return, man. You turning the earth into shit.
Right. I'm saying the fact of the matter is that Esau's heart is hardened, man.
Oh yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? That the Lord is hardened. Hey, I got a scripture for that. Just to back it up. It's in Ecclesiasticus about Pharaoh, man. How the Lord.
They wear their pride like a garment, man.
Yeah,
Right. Look at him. He's some proud ass heathen, man.
See if I can find it real quick. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, so then we thought your house is gonna remain forever. Well, your house is not gonna continue forever, man. Yeah, and your rulership is at its end.
The last days.
That's it, bro.
This is last days, man.
Right? And their dwelling places to all generations.
Yeah, you gonna rule everyone and have everyone under your banner. One big mountain pot under your rule. Nah, that's not gonna happen.
It says they called their lands after their own name.
So-called white man conquered the whole earth, raped, robbed, and murdered, and then he renamed the lands and the people. He removed the ancient landmarks. He got a covering cast over every nationality. No one else, no other nation has done that but him. He fits this. He fits this. No one else has done this. No other nation has done that. All right?
This is Isaiah chapter 47, start at 1. It says, come down and sit in the dust.
It says come down and sit in the dust. That dust meaning confusion, man. Come down off your throne, your rule, your high horse, your intelligence, your enlightenment. All that's gonna be confusion soon. Cause it's gonna get out of your hands and you're gonna go back into the primitive state you once were in.
You know, I just got it real quick just to prove about
The wild man, right?
Yeah, the wild man is the modern day Pharaoh now, right? Because he's going to speak about spiritual Sodom in Egypt. Well, we're in spiritual Egypt. So the Egypt, what would you call the ruler? What was the ruler of Egypt called? Back in the ancient world, Pharaoh. All right. So who has the power? Esau Edom got the power right now, making him the Pharaoh. Modern day Pharaoh. This is Sirach 15 and 15. The Lord hardened Pharaoh that he should not know him.
Yep.
See that?
The Lord hardened Pharaoh. He made his mind. He made him proud.
Right.
He made him proud and boastful, stubborn. And the modern day pharaohs are the so-called white men. The elite.
That his powerful works might be known to the world.
So the Lord gonna let the world know his power. By destroying 2/3 of our people gonna die in thermonuclear destruction, right? All the weave, the nails, the makeup, all that shit gonna go out in nuclear fire. Alright? Your attitude, we don't care, your thoughts, your baby fathers, the niggas you got protecting you, they gonna die too.
Right.
Alright? So everything's a fun and games, right? You know? Everyone that scoffed against us, the Lord has brought swift judgment on them. You know? Got it?
Yeah, that was it, bro. Got
Yo,
back.
ask Michael Novak.
Yeah. Michael Novak.
Ask dark skin Jermaine. Jermaine Grant, right?
Yeah.
Comfy.
Again, he's supposedly out of there. But, you know, good judgment coming to those, man, that are mocking and scoffing and scorning this truth, man. Alright? These times that we're in, man, you voted for Kamala Harris, you're an idiot. You voted for Donald Trump, you're an idiot. Both ways, it goes both ways, man. No matter who gets in the office, alright, the result's gonna be the same. It's gonna be all out hell, chaos is gonna break out in America, man. Alright, because the people are stupid as hell. Go along with the narrative, go along with the false narratives, go along with the false propaganda, go along with all of these different media psyops. You're easy pickings, man. Easy for the taking. Alright, these American people, man. And the other nations see that. You think they don't want to take advantage of these stupid people in America?
They think one person can change their problem. And voting is bullshit. When has that ever happened? This shit is a fucking shit show, man.
Yeah, it is, bro. It's bad.
Like, yo,
It's bad.
it's crazy. I done saw people up for a hustle to do that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Make a little 200 right here for like 4 hours or whatever. Yo, I ain't lying. Hey, yo, listen. Already in my mind, this shit ain't gonna work.
Hey, bro.
So, I gotta keep it 100.
You good, huh?
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. It says, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Yeah, y'all people love foolishness and being dumb. Stupid. Let me vote this person. Oh, she's a woman. She gonna help us. Oh, he gonna help us. He gonna make America great again. No, America's not gonna be made great again. These niggas ain't gonna help you with your problems. They're gonna further your affliction. Cause they take their marching orders from the elite banking. So they're gonna take their marching orders, and if they don't take their marching orders, they top going to get taken off like Kennedy, like Abraham Lincoln. They tried to get Andrew Jackson, but it was a misfire. You know what I mean? Alright. But yeah, you ain't voting your ass up out of your situation.
Right.
Your situation.
Yeah, right.
It's already written for this place to be destroyed.
It's already written.
Yep.
You gonna vote your ass, so you ain't voting your ass out of your situation. You ain't gonna click your heels together like Port Dorothy and get the fuck up out of here either. Alright?
Another thing about these presidents and whatnot, how they're set up to follow the orders of the elite banking families is no different than what's set up in the school system. How they gotta follow a curriculum, man.
Yeah.
That's how they set up in the office. They gotta follow the curriculum of what the elites are planning for the world, especially American society, for the next 4 to 8 years.
Yeah.
It is nothing in favor for you damn people. You people are going to be subjugated in the worst way, man. You're going to be subjugated by way of technological slavery, man. You're gonna be a damn what you call it? A damn bot, man.
Yeah. They already gearing them for it. Gearing them
man.
up. They ready
People
to
gonna
get
have
chipped.
BCIs.
They ready to get chipped.
Are y'all ready for the RFID microchip?
They gonna get chipped.
Guess
Come
what?
dumb
You
sister
know they
gonna
gonna
get
take it.
chipped.
You know they gonna take it.
Hell yeah, you can tell them
It's a
anything.
wrap.
Throw them a couple lollipops. These bitches still don't have shit.
Hey, we know that because look how many people took the jump shot.
Right.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Oh, hold on. I had to keep my job. I somebody told me that like last week. I had to keep my job.
Yeah.
Job.
That shit wild, yo. And then there was a Fauci, he said it was a mistake, right? It was on purpose.
It says, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Fools hate knowledge, man. They're gonna listen to a lot. They're gonna get their child injected, their mama injected, they're gonna inject themselves. These niggas don't, they just a bunch of fucking ass kissers, man.
It says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit onto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
Yeah, through the prophets. No one listened to the voice of the Lord, man. No one took heed of the rebuke. So basically, when your fear comes, the Lord gonna laugh at you, and the Lord is not gonna hear you. All right? Because that's when the people wanna they wanna worship the Lord when things are going bad for them. You know what I mean? And then they go in these holes, man. They jump right in the pit, these churches. Go right to the senators.
It says, ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof.
The Lord's counsel, the men of the Lord. You didn't listen to the men of the Lord, all right? You don't want to hear nothing the men of the Lord had to say. You ignore, you fan, you scoff, you talk shit. Everything was a joke. Everything was a joke. Well, it's cool. Someone has to lie in them pits that the FEMA troops dig up. Somebody got to go in them ovens. And I don't know if some of the elect gonna go into that, but we doing our job. So we're martyrs for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We dying with honor, Lord will. There's a difference.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
It says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Yeah, that fear gonna come too. It's gonna be instant. That fear gonna be overwhelming. That fear, you gonna feel that fear, man. That fear gonna be terrible. You know? That fear gonna be terrible.
It says,
Because everything's a game. The Lord has us. The Lord set up our apostles, our bishops, our elders, taught us, and we study to bring out this word. There's gonna be a nationwide famine, and people think that shit is a game. See, they don't know the logistics of how things move around here. They don't know who controls all the resources, where it goes. That has nothing to do with your education or what you could buy. You don't control the flow of the goods that's moving. You know what I mean? They don't understand. They don't understand that the money they got was set up by the elites. Everything's in fun and games. They don't know. They don't know the system that they under. And that's their problem.
Yep, and that's why the scriptures say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Who's that? You so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? You're the people that the Lord is speaking about, that is destroyed for lack of knowledge. All right, that's like the brother's saying, you don't know shit. And yet you pretend to know everything.
I was just paraphrasing that, you know, there's gonna be a nationwide famine, and them two nigga women was laughing. Now they wasn't even young. They was laughing. What was funny about that? Like, is that hard to happen? Look at the national debt, and that debt is that's the interest, I believe.
Since Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3 says the ox knoweth his owner and the ass his master's crib.
Two stubborn animals know who their shepherd is, their ruler, their owner. But our people don't know who they belong to, who the Most High is, who the Most High Son is. They don't even know who they are. And they got the nerve to laugh and be proud. You don't even know who you are. You don't know your name. You got the nerve to be proud, man. Yo, it's crazy. How can earth and ashes be proud? You're nothing. You die, you so-called die and give up the spirit. These shackles turn and they decay. So how can you be proud? You're not even immortal. And you gotta know to be proud. And you're not independent. We depend on the sun. We depend on the moon gravitation. We depend on Yahweh Shem Yahushua keeping our spirit alive, man. Controlling it. We depend on the Yahweh Shem Yahushua not to destroy our spirit. He's not, but we depend on that. But you got these people saying they self-made and they you don't even know what keeps the earth right here like the way it is, right? Hanging on nothing.
Right.
Yo, these people, you people y'all gonna see soon. Alright.
It says, but Israel do not know, my people do not
They
consider.
don't know, they don't consider. Why? Because their favorite rapper ain't saying it.
Right.
They want to emulate these rappers, these entertainers. They want to have their movement. They want to be like them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They want to press these snitches, these businesses. You know?
All to no avail.
It says, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity,
Sinful nation, laden with iniquity. Sin upon sin. Piled upon, sin piled upon, stacked, layer upon layer. Layer upon layer. You know? So it's playtime about to be done. It's about to be over soon. Everybody have their fun.
I got one.
Alright.
Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured.
All these nations devoured the nation of Israel. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Once again, all these nations devoured us. Why? Nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we don't got a code of conduct in these communities. We're broken apart due to the design of these heathen nations. We're the consumers. We don't produce anything, and that's by design. What is it called? Social engineering. All right? We don't have an industry. We got to go to one of all things to these heathens. So it doesn't matter whatever we have, the money gonna always go back into their hand. And you can't sit on it because it's inflated. It gotta circulate. Money, it's like electricity and electronics. It has to move in a circular motion. You can't sit on it. They gotta be doing something. It depreciates. So it has to get spent. No matter what, it's gonna dissipate. That's the correct word. We're stuck. Until the Lord comes back.
Yeah, another aspect. Slavery, man. What happened to us during slavery was being devoured, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What happened to you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and what is still happening to you in this system that created social engineering and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
You being devoured, man. You're through. Our people, our nation is through, destroyed. Okay? You got the black woman voting for Kamala Harris out here with no hair, bruised out,
had to get involved at the job. We was about to clock out. They was talking to young chicks. I said, yo, listen. I said, yo. I said, women outnumber men. Y'all wanted power, right? The Rockefellers funded the women's liberation movement, feminist movement, all of that. So there's a trade-off. In order for you to gain power, somebody gotta lose it. So you can't have it both ways. And then I went into the garden, and she was like, "Oh," I was like, "God, y'all made a deal with the serpent." So she was like, "Man wrote that." So you made the deal. So you gotta live with it. You can't have it both ways. You wanted power, so someone else has to lose power for you to gain power. I want to eat. How you want to equal when you outnumber us? So if you outnumber us, you're going to get the majority of the job. That's the trade-off. The numbers don't lie. All right.
Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity.
Yeah, they're going to go into captivity. All you heathens are going into captivity. If you are not a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, you will go into captivity in the days to come. You are going into slavery. That's the balance. The great balance that Yahweh Shem Yahushai set up. He that leadeth in the captivity shall go into captivity. He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. Patient the faith of the saints. All right? So look, if you could, bring about your New World Order. Try to slay as many Israelites as you can. It's only going to reverse on you. Hurry up and bring about this New World Order, man, and enforce this chip. Get to getting it done.
Hey, man, Elon Musk is doing it.
See, Elon Musk is doing it.
Bill Gates is doing it.
The Microsoft kid.
Yeah, the Microsoft kid.
Cotton Swab.
Yeah, Cotton
doing
Swab is doing it. All of these pundits, these big head political pundits of these different NGO companies and different other Fortune 500 companies, they doing it. We just mentioned at camp. We're in the process right now of them making the RFID technology a free of cost thing. The technology, they're making the technology to where it's going to be free of cost, man.
Look, man.
Where it's not going to, you ain't going to have to pay for it. It's going to be readily available for you.
Just like cell phones are readily available to people that live on the streets, under bridges. They have cell phones. They made it available. Cell phones used to be exclusive.
Because they really thought about resetting the whole system. This whole reset talk is exactly what it means. Then once this RFID technology is the changer of all things, man. All right, it's the change of all things. It's going to change the whole so-called game, man. Everybody's going to need to have one of those things, man.
Yeah.
Because they're going to reset the system to where it's algorithm and configured to your normal day-to-day buying and selling.
Yeah.
And your normal day-to-day, even something as trivial as browsing the internet.
They're making it like that right now, slowly. I went to go pay an internet shit in a Verizon one of these days. I think it was last week or so. And it was like, yeah, you can use a kiosk, but it's not taking cash.
See?
I'm like, shit. You know? They're making new things. A lot of token booths you go to. I call it token booths still. The machines, a lot of them, the no bills accepted right now. No bills accepted right now. No bills accepted.
A lot of them do that, yeah.
I talked to, you know where we camp at the main camp. I took that subway right there. One time there, I see the food wasn't taking cash, and I asked the guy behind the food. I said, "Yo, what's going on, man?" He said, "Yeah, bro, they phasing out them cash machines." He told me that. He said they phasing them out.
Phasing out the cash.
Yeah, they phasing them out. You know, so that's where it's going right now, man.
Shit is treacherous.
We've been saying it, Miguel. Ain't I been saying it? I remember Independence Day. Independence Day, the first one.
This is Lamentation chapter 4, verse 21. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz."
So-called white man, the land of Uz, modern day land of Uz is America.
It says, "The cup also shall pass through unto thee."
That cup was affliction and slavery, but it's gonna pass on to you. The one of all things, that misery, all that despair gonna pass unto you. And you're gonna have the most potentest part of it. No chaser. Straight up.
It says, "The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked."
Exposed. Everyone knows you the great Satan. The physical counterpart, the adversary, thief, the robber, the beast man, the wild man, the wild woman.
When he'll make a desert of your home and mine.
Right, yeah, he'll make a desert of your home and mine. So-called white man destructive, man. He enslaves everything, the animals, the trees. Nothing's at peace. The air, the earth,
Yeah,
the land.
Look at how they, go through and pillage, rape, rob, and murder and do their thing. They don't leave nothing behind.
Nothing.
Good to say, if grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
So
This
crazy.
devil, he'll come to a damn tree. Well, not damn tree. He'll come to a tree that has some fruit on it, or something that's of substance, and he'll take the whole tree.
He'll take everything.
He'll strip the whole tree bare.
Even that fall on the ground, he gonna take that too.
Yeah, bro.
Nobody.
A greedy bastard.
So-called white man, he gonna take everything, man.
You see how they did the Native Americans? Well, not the Native Americans. They
You
did the
could
buffalo.
attach you put a sword on your back.
Right.
Oh, the buffalo. And the buffalo, a lot of things can be done even to their bones. Some weapons, clothing. Yo, I read something, I remember. I forgot. I still got the passages though. It was for this nursing exam. And it was about the buffalo. It's about the buffaloes. And how the northern tribes, they use everything from the buffalo. You know what I mean? Everything was useful. But here, the so-called white man, he killed a lot of them off, right? He killed a lot of them off. So-called white man destructive, man. We don't like animals tortured, man. We don't like that.
We was talking about that at camp on Saturday. How the animals, it was a spirit. Because I was looking on Instagram and a dude put a video about the animals in the zoo in the Bronx. He said, yo, the animals in the Bronx Zoo, they look mad, man. Oh, they look bad. But if you look at
Man,
them,
they're supposed to be in the wild. You got them in captivity, man. We're gonna put you in the zoo, yo. Y'all remember that Twilight Show episode? That motherfucking astronaut explorer went to an alien world. Now that the aliens, they looking like humans. But the aliens actually put that man in a cage. Put the survivor in a cage. He was in a cage, and everybody was looking at him. This is
Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7, real quick. And it says, and the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies.
And the Lord gonna put all the curses upon our enemies. You're going into slavery. You're gonna need to be the one. You're gonna need the one of all things. Your woman is gonna despise you. All the elements we had, you gonna have. The Lord gonna turn everything around, and the curse is gonna fall on you. It's gonna fall on the other nations, but the other nations, they're gonna be relieved after 1,000 years, except for the so-called white man, the beast man. Wow, man.
Yep, that's right. It says, the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
So we have enemies. The nation of Israel have enemies. The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American have enemies. So who is the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American number one enemy? Question. Esau. And these other nations. Mainly Esau. We were sold to our enemies, not our friends.
This is James chapter 2, verse 13. It says, for he shall have judgment without mercy that has shown no mercy.
So-called white man that show no mercy, man. So he's gonna have judgment without mercy. He didn't show no mercy at all. He didn't restore the nation of Israel. He didn't make us financially solvent. He didn't give back what he took from us. And he further afflicted us on a day-to-day basis. So there's not going to be any mercy shown to the so-called white man. He's going to have AIDS like symptoms in the kingdom and not die. He's going to have them cancers, man. Blisters and stuff in the heat.
Be hot.
He's not going to have proper shoes out in the winter.
Hell no.
You know what I mean? He's going to be walking around with black feet in the cold, yo. So-called white man going to have black feet. Black feet, yo.
It says, for he shall have judgment without mercy that has showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment.
So-called white man didn't show no mercy, man. He didn't show mercy at all. So no mercy gonna be shown to him. Right? Death gonna flee from y'all, man. You're gonna die when we permit you to die. Right.
This is
It'll be real dangerous for you, man.
back in Lamentations chapter 4, verse 22. It says, the punishment of thine iniquities accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Our punishment is almost near, it's accomplished. We're not going into captivity any longer. This is next affliction gonna be when it's martial law time, Jacob's trouble, a temple doom, that's it. And not all of us. Why? Because some men gonna have spiritual power and the angels are gonna be protecting other men. That's why.
Yep. It says, he will no more carry thee away into captivity.
We're no longer going into captivity. It's it. This is it.
Yep. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
The Lord gonna discover your sins. Why? Because He prepares slaughter for His children for the iniquity of their fathers. And you are your fathers reincarnated. and revisited the sins of the fathers from the third and fourth generation. You come back every 3 to 4 generations. You're reincarnated. Everyone. All nations. But the so-called white man got a lot of targets on his back, yo. He got targets on his back by people that got carnal power. I had to reword that. So-called white man, y'all in trouble.
Yeah, the other nations, man. You gotta remember, the other nations are a catch-22 for the so-called white man. They help him, but they also don't help him. They also are for his downfall. Like it's read something of Obadiah. That Mennonite Confederacy have brought me into the border, man. Yeah. Meaning what, man? They're gonna plot against you behind your back. They're not gonna be for your best interest. Hey, man. So this little white man, yeah, he's covered on all fronts. The Most High, Yahweh Shemel Shai got him covered on all fronts, man. That's why it's important we just stick to the vision and teach the word as it is written. Yahweh Shemel Shai gonna sort out the rest. This devil, he's not winning. Alright? At certain times it may seem like the world is getting a victory. But there ain't no victory to be had, man. Alright? This place is about to be destroyed in the worst way, man.
Look at it, all these scaffolds everywhere, patch-up jobs. The worm is spread underneath. That worm is corrosion. Everything is rotted out. They gotta constantly do patch-up jobs, man. America's done, yo. America's finished. We just watching this place crumble, and we rejoicing over this place falling. You know what I mean?
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 19. It says, "Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine."
That vengeance is the Lord's. So we not going out enacting vengeance. We waiting upon the Lord. The Lord gonna set us up to do what we have to do. We just gonna watch and watch the dominoes fall. We let the Lord tip the dominoes over. That's the Lord's job to do that. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is the one that is a ranking system. It's an order, it's a system, a hierarchy. Yahweh Shai. You know what I mean? You know? King David on down the ranks, but Yahweh tells Yahweh Shai what to do, and Yahweh Shai gonna tell us what to do. It's spiritual. It's not, look, it's simple. You gotta do what we're told, man. You go out here trying to do what's your own thing, you get caught up and you get crying upon the Lord for you are being a fool. You are being emotional, impatient, and impulsive. Same shit. We know what's called to be scared. You know we can't do what we want to do. There's order. The soldier follows orders. You're part of the Lord's army, I'm sorry.
You good, brother? It's like the Lord said, what did the Lord tell us to go, son of man, and teach and tell and speak unto the nation of Israel. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Tell my people their transgressions, whether they hear or forbear, man. That's all we got to do.
Because you're going to go out and try to do things on your own. And then when you go in the spiritual realm, the Lord gonna say you was a damn crash dummy. You're gonna be cursed out, laughed at, all right, now rest temporarily. You know what I mean? You're gonna be, you know what I mean? You're gonna get cursed out. When you die here, you're gonna get, you know what I mean? What the hell are you doing?
avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord.
Vengeance is the Lord. So we don't go about doing what we want to do. Only time we do anything if we're defending ourselves from from a threat up close. But other than that, no, we're not going out here adventuring and doing what we want to do.
Coming to camp strapped up.
They're coming to camp strapped up. Fool. You're an idiot. And then you don't tell nobody what you have. What part of this shit is that? You're going to tell somebody what weapons you got and what you have on you. That's not strategic. What do I know? What do I know? Hey, all right.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Our weapons are not carnal, man. They're spiritual. Because the Lord could put the spirit on any man to get any Israelite man to get out of the jam. Any jam. Gun battle, close combat, or whatever it is. It's the Lord that can control that. You know what I mean?
It says,
all you did was tell your enemies and whoever watching what you have. Oh, so they go about getting at you a different way. It's stupid. Your weapons can't protect you. It's foolish. Only the Lord can protect you.
not even our blessing, you know?
Yeah.
It says, but mighty through the Most High.
Mighty through the Most High. There's always somebody that got, and there's always somebody that's quicker with their weapon or got better aim than you. Right.
It says, to the pulling down of strongholds.
To pulling down the strongholds. You know what I mean? Yeah. Can't, you know what I mean? So it's either you stupid or you scared. Look, I got a gun on me, yo. I got a gun. Don't mess with me. You either you stupid or you scared. What it is.
Right. It says, casting down imaginations, every high thing.
Casting down imaginations and every high thing. And we're not saying nothing about having weapons, but don't bring your weapons to camp. Right. You gotta depend on the angels and camped around you. Don't, it sounds crazy. Well, I'm doing this, well, I can't bring them to camp. We depending on the Lord to protect us. Well, you don't think that the Lord's gonna protect you? That's why you bring your guns?
Psalms.
Depending on the Lord to protect us. You don't need your guns at camp, man. You don't need your guns. You don't need those, man. You don't need that.
Hey, that's the simple answer. You don't need it. Right. You don't need the guns at camp. The Lord didn't tell it. The Lord didn't say, make sure when you teach this word, you have guns.
Now look.
You have weapons with you.
You know what I mean? You don't need them.
Psalms chapter 34, verse 7. It says, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him.
So the elect men that fear the Lord and the elect is going to fear the Lord, the angels are camped around them. So we don't need police protection. We don't need a goon squad. We don't need no weapons. We don't need them. We got spiritual weapons. Yeah. The spiritual mercenaries, man. The spiritual mercenaries. We don't need the weapons, man. Esau's blessing was the sword.
Right.
That was his blessing. That was his blessing. He was given that. And that's in the due of the fatness of the earth temporarily. So you gonna try to take Esau's gift? So Esau was given that blessing, man. You trying to fight against the tribes, man. You number one, you fighting against the Lord because the Lord blessed you. You got it. So ultimately, you fighting against the Lord. Isaac gave Esau's blessing. Isaac's the Lord. So you fighting against the Lord, you dummies.
It says, the angel of the Lord encamped round about them that fear him and delivered them.
Right. Angels are camped around them in the Lord. Y'all don't believe that though, because y'all probably don't see it. Y'all gotta see it. Just like you can see your weapon, you can feel your gun, you gotta see it feel. But what about the spiritual sight and the spiritual senses? The spiritual awareness.
They don't have it. It's not given. The natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, but they are spiritually discerned.
But I don't get it.
Neither can they know them.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Repeat that. I'm sorry.
Now it's up to the natural because why they can't see it because they are caught up in the they're carnal. They're meat puppets, man. They're meat puppets. They're natural men. They don't receive the things of the Spirit. They, naturally, everything it's gotta be appealing to the senses. You gotta cater to their sight, their sense of taste and smell and touch. It's gotta be physical for them, man. It's gotta be physical for them, man.
It says, verse 8, "O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him."
Blessed is the man that trusts in the Lord. When you trust in the Lord, you don't need no gun. You don't need to carry a gun for camp. You know what I mean? What's the whole point of your prayers? What's the whole point of faith? You know? You don't need that, man. Listen, man. Man. You don't need that shit.
It says, verse 9, "O fear the Lord, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him."
Man, you gotta fear the Lord, man. Not fearing nobody running up on you, man. You fear the Lord, man. All right? That eliminates all of that. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord puts war thoughts in all. The Lord puts a warrior mentality in each and every person. The Lord puts those thoughts in everyone and conducts and orchestrates the movement of men. Free will don't exist. So who are you gonna fear? The creature or the creator?
Right. The Romans say that they fear the creature over the creator, man. They worship the creature over the creator.
Yeah. And that's why these niggas, when they get the job, when they did that, they skipped and went and did that. Some niggas got paid $100 out here. Fucking niggas, man.
You got Burger King gift cards.
One nigga's got paid $100. My uncle told me they paid him $100. I don't know how true that was. Go get the job. What type of shit is that? They didn't see a play. I said, yo, I wouldn't just say, yo, I was gonna get it, but they gave me $100. Oh. Yo, I'm sorry. Yo, oh. You got it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Oppression maketh a wise man mad. That's why we mad.
Alright. It says that and a gift
A
destroyed the
gift
heart.
destroys the heart. It'll catch you off balance and rock you to sleep.
We both said at the same time.
Beware of Greeks bearing gifts, man. Alright?
Knowledge. That's crazy. What's the catch? Hey, this is Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. It says, fear not them which kill the body,
We not fearing them that kill the body, man. We don't care about you elites. We don't care about you scientists lacing things. We don't care about none of that. We don't care about you niggas with your threats, your looks, you so-called tough niggas, because you get rebuked by the men of the Lord, whether we at camp on a day-to-day basis or somebody doing some stupid shit and they get called out on it. We don't care about that. We're not fearing, first and foremost, we're not fearing these elite. We don't fear them that kill the body.
it says, fear them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul.
You can't kill the soul and you can't destroy us and bring us back and put us in a crippled body. The Lord could do that. He could destroy us, bring us back where we can't see, where we can't walk. You know what I mean? Jack us up totally. Have us born together on with another person. That's torture, yo. Give us a cleft lip, whatever, yo. All kind of shit, man. It's real crazy. The Lord is real creative, yo. He's like, yo, watch this. Yo, watch this. I'm gonna chip off some of this clay. This shit gonna be fucked up. I'm gonna make sure we ain't gonna have no earlobes. Yo, watch this. Watch this. Yo, the council up in the heavens, yo. They jack your ass up, man. You know what I mean?
It says, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
But we feel the Lord that can control both soul and body in hell, meaning it's a place of judgment, bring you back in a messed up body. You know, have you all messed up, man. You know? Have it where you think the sun is against you because you got some fucked up skin. Right. Pepper. That's Bill Gates right there, right?
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9. It says, this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
That's the nation of Israel, man. They want to do their own thing. They want to put their own twist to what's right.
It says, which said to the seers, see not.
Yo, I don't want to hear that. You talking about all of that? Listen, man, I got kids. I got things to do. We don't want to hear that, man. We in the Matrix. You know what I mean? Yo, man, you can't believe nothing that was written. Man wrote that. Yeah, man.
Hey, you out here warning up people.
Man also coded that video game you playing, motherfucker.
that's
So
right.
what you saying?
That's right, bro.
Which book man didn't write?
The hell?
Right, you know? It says, which said to the seers, see not.
Say to see and see not. Then at one point in time your mother might have your parent gave you a grocery list to go to the store. So you got it right. They probably gave it to you orally after that, like told you what to do. But they probably gave you a list. They wrote a list of instructions. Well, when the Most High have a list of instructions written down, if that's the ultimate parent we have.
It says, and to the prophets prophesy not, prophesy unto the prophets,
Prophesy not.
Prophesy not.
They say, yo, don't preach to us. And yo, and if you are gonna preach, we don't want to hear that the RFID microchip is a mark of the beast. We don't want to hear that this is the end of Esau's rule. We trying to build generational wealth. We trying to build our family. We don't want to hear nuclear destruction. Don't tell us there's going to be a nationwide, global-wide famine. Right. Don't tell us that we got to go to Esau for the one or more things when we trying to build an empire. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, that's their mindset, yo. That's right. That's their mindset. And they're deceived by it. They're deceived by it. Because what's it going to result in being? They're still going to be oppressed. They're still going to, wait, man, still going to be in rulership. And you still going to be oppressed.
He says, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit.
Prophesy deceit. So they don't want to hear they want to hear smooth things. Our people want to hear smooth things. They want to hear all lies or omitting things. They want to hear the truth being omitted. All right? They don't want to hear the truth. So they're either gonna have false prophets that's not gonna bring out the truth. They're gonna omit the truth. And you got a people that's gonna flock to the congregation that's always talking about good times and good things. Shalom,
This is Isaiah 30 and 10. We say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not
See
unto
as a
us.
prophet. Yep.
Prophesy not unto us right things.
Don't prophesy right things. Don't talk about nuclear destruction. Don't talk about the Lord returning. Don't talk about the Lord spiritually visiting this place with storm, pestilence, and things like that. We don't want to hear that. Ah, y'all out here all the time. Oh, get a job. Oh, y'all bums.
Prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things.
Yeah, they want to hear smooth
Prophesy
things. Prophesy deceits. A deceit is also omitting the truth. When you don't talk about the RFID microchip, when you don't talk about the famine, you're lying because, how can I say you're lying? If you're not bringing that out and it's in the scriptures, you're hiding it. So you're lying, you're concealing. You're concealing something the Lord told you to expose. So you're not warning the people. You're guilty.
It says, get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path.
Yeah, let's let them get locked up. Hope he fall. Let them stumble upon his words.
Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
And that's what they want. Because these force camps, I'm pretty sure they got 501c3 where they can talk on a blowhorn. They can do all kind of things that we can't do. Because they got permits or whatever. And what they did, they compromised themselves for them permits. They got certain goodies, certain money. So they boasted up in their money. And they use that to try to negate the truth.
Yeah.
And brothers that's bringing out the truth. Because we bring out what's not politically correct. The grape doctrine. We're not doing that, but it's law. We gotta let it be known. All laws are not expedient.
It's in the law whether if that situation happened, how you would deal with it. It's just that simple. And that's that. That's the whole situation dealing with the grape doctrine, if you want to call it that.
And we're not doing none of those things. We know that we're under Esau's law. So we're doing things that we can do. We're dealing with laws that we can do under this wicked rule.
Yeah, what the scripture showed me was that Jake don't want nothing to do with the Most High. Get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. The majority of niggas, they don't want nothing to do with the Most High. They don't want nothing to do with the message that we bringing. That's being brought out of these scriptures, should I say.
Yeah.
They don't want nothing to do with it. So Most High don't want nothing to do with y'all niggas, man. You don't want nothing to do with y'all niggas, man. There's a scripture that says that when the day of evil comes, the Lord is going to turn his face from you because you have behaved yourself ill in your doings.
Yeah. He did it once before, he's gonna do it again. He did it once before when we went into captivity. This last one under the so-called white man. So he going, when time of Jacob's trouble comes, around that time, you gonna see, how people gonna see it's gonna be too late. And all of the people that's been lying to their congregation, man, their congregation gonna turn into an angry mob against them, man.
We'll read on, it's good stuff. It says, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall.
It's like a branch, a branch out of a wall or something, like a tree or something like that collapses. That's how your destruction gonna be suddenly, man.
Swelling out of a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
At an instant. You ever see them rotten trees or messed up trees? The branches collapse, and then you get caught, man. You get caught, it's deadly. You know?
It says that he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare.
Not gonna spare, just like a potter's vessel. That ceramic or whatever that's dashed. Well, that represents these people, and the potter is a creator.
So that there shall be not, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it assured to take fire from the hearth, or to take water willow out of the pit. That's it.
All right.
That was it.
Yeah. So let me get prepared slaughter. You know, because judgment is coming to you heathens, man. You heathens done destroyed the nation of Israel, and your judgment is nearer, man.
Isaiah,
Yeah, you got it.
Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
The scriptures say prepare slaughter for his children. Whose children? The so-called white man's children. And why? Because of your transatlantic slave trade and the treacheries you've done from then to present.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
For the sins of your fathers, and you are your fathers. Everything is, every creation is reincarnated.
That they do not rise nor possess the land.
No, you rise nor possess the land. No reach, no generational wealth, no New World Order. No continuing with your species, man.
Nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Nah. Is it, man. Your destruction is nearer.
That's it. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the
Name
Lord.
and remnants.
Yeah.
America gonna be destroyed, and so is his people, and his rulers are going into captivity. His rulers that's not over here, those 13 banking families. All right?
This is Job 21:19. The Most High layeth up his iniquity for his children. He rewardeth him, he shall know it.
That's right. So the iniquity, the Lord paid us back for what we did wrong. And Esau, you're going to get paid back for what you did wrong. Who is Esau? You Caucasians. Jacob is the nation of Israel. Who is the nation of Israel? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's your true nationality. Esau, are you Caucasians, man? Wasted away. Your pigmentation is wasted away.
It This is Isaiah 14 and 23. I will also make it a possession for the bitter and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, says the Lord of hosts.
That's that nuclear wind. That nuclear wind is going to turn this place into a desert. All vegetation, all trees, everything going to get vaporized in thermonuclear destruction, all right? You gotta think, what would cause a besom of destruction or Babylon the Great to be turned into a desert? What technology could do that right now? Thermonuclear weapons could do that. How many different words it has to say it? Beating a powder? What weapons could turn someone to beat them into power? Concentrated fire, lasers, or nuclear fire? I mean, damn. So you mean to tell me these people stuck in Greek mythology, they think the Lord's gonna come back on a Pegasus or something? Here, the so-called white man got tanks and fighter jets, and the angels gonna be on horses? No. Is that gonna look? Number one, does that look threatening?
Right.
Every heart shall melt. Does that look threatening?
Isaiah.
That the Lord just gonna be on a regular cloud? That don't look threatening.
Isaiah 14 and 24. The Lord of hosts has sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. And as I have purposed, so shall it stand.
So all the Lord's, all his judgment, that this place gonna be destroyed. Everything the Lord say He's gonna do is gonna do. It's gonna happen. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua stands outside of time. So past, present, and future, and eternity is all exists around those two powers. You know what I mean? They on a level where they can see what we're doing in the kingdom. I know it's hard to think about it, but yes, that's the level they're on. So that's why I could talk about America being destroyed, what's going on in the kingdom, and then jump back and forth, because they stand outside of time.
Let me get 2 Peter. Oh, is this time?
Nah, the phone is.
Oh, done?
Yeah, I don't got no stored on me, and I got my phone recording.
It's all good, all right? So just let me know what's up.
All right, cut. Nah, we good right now. We good. So another brother. Yeah, so pretty much the Lord is basically, the Lord is about to return. Revelation, let me get Revelation 1 and 7. The Lord is about to return, and if you want, 2nd Ezra 2 and 16, 2 and 13, right? Is it 2nd Ezra 2, 13 or whatever? But I get Revelation 1 and 7 first.
Revelation 1 verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds.
The scripture say, behold, he cometh with clouds. Who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. He come with clouds. Those clouds are what the world called UFOs. Actually, their chariots, what the world calls spaceships. Because the Lord is returning with the angels. Say he come with clouds. Cloud is sort of like a cloaking device, or hovering, or another name for vehicle. You got it.
And every eye shall see him, and they also.
Every eye shall see the Lord when he returns. The blind, everyone, even the 2 Roman centurions that pierced the Lord when he was on the cross, they're here. How are they here? Because of reincarnation.
And every eye shall see him, and they also shall which pierce him, and they also which pierced him.
The 2 Roman centurions that pierced the Lord when he was on the cross to see if he was dead. Got it.
And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of
Everyone's
it.
everyone's gonna be afraid when the Lord returns. Because the Lord is coming back in fierce anger. He's going to deliver the elect, but the elect shall scarcely be saved, man. So the whole world is going to see the Lord's presence via satellite. Those chariots are going to blot out the sun. So if it was daytime, it's going to look dark because those chariots are going to block everything. And the Lord going to be on a mountain like this chariot that's huge. It might be the size of a continent. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Or half the continent. I don't know, but it's going to be huge.
This thing is just me.
And the Lord going to be standing on the main one. You got it.
2nd Ezra 2 and 43. I'll start at 42. It says, I, Ezra, saw upon Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them, there was a young man of high stature.
So this is the elect. And in the midst of them, a man of high stature, right? That's the Lord, because he's taller than everyone.
Right. Taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns.
The Lord going to coronate the elect. He's going to put crowns on elect men because they got victory in this life over the beast. All right? And they stood, and they didn't remove their hand off the plow.
And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly.
Yeah, because the Lord is more exalted. He had a greater glow, a greater shine, a greater stature than the elect. And rightfully so,
Right.
because he's the second in command. Who's the first in command? The Most High.
He's the Lamb that taketh away the sin of the world.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is the nation of Israel. From the nation of Israel. That's the world that the Lord is dealing with. It says, so I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? And he answered and said unto me, These be they which have put off the mortal
The
clothing.
mortal clothing, the wickedness, the robe of righteousness. The robe of righteousness. That's the immortal, or leads to the immortal clothing. The mortal clothing is the sin, the filthy garments.
Right. Yeah, that's heavy right there. That's the bodies. That's these bodies.
Yeah.
The mortal clothing, right now we're in mortal clothing. This is when Yahweh Shai is back and the elect are changed pursuant to 2 Corinthians, the 15th chapter.
The twinkling of an eye.
The twinkling of an eye. So that mortal clothing is these bodies. Meaning, Ezra's is saying they've been changed, man. They put off the mortal clothing. They got changed from being a former state of themselves, man. That's heavy. And I put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Now are they received crown and received palms.
And the elect are confessing the name of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. The elect is constantly promoting those names.
Right.
So in order to be the elect, you're going to promote those names. You're not going to hide the name Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. You're not going to be offended. You're not going to be afraid to say those names. All right? You're going to promote them. Even though the world think you crazy. What are those names? You got to let them know. That's right. That's the Most High and the Most High Son's name. The world call him God and Jesus Christ. We call them by their correct names. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai.
Right.
He exists, Yahweh Shai. He is the deliverer for who? The nation of Israel, starting with the elect. See?
Anything else?
Let me get 2nd Ezra, go to 13. It's kind of carved the mountain.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because the Lord is going to return on clouds, man. That's why when Trump was in office, he said, yo, the Space Force. Of course, All of them know that they've been being plagued with the chariots for years. And one time the chariots was plaguing them in the 50s. When I think the time of James Forrestal, he was the Secretary of Defense or something. Chariots kept going over the White House. And then when the Air Force came, the chariots disappeared. Air Force left, the chariots reappeared. They kept doing that for a couple of times. You know? Chariots been plaguing, that's the curse that go out throughout the earth, man. And it's the curse to Esau, man. Because he's a thief.
What you want?
If he graved his grave like he graved
Oh,
the
okay, I
mountain.
got it. Yeah. Second Ezra 13 and 5.
Or you could go from when the angels first appeared with the Lord.
All right, I'll start at 1.
All right.
Second Ezra 13 and 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that had moved all the waves thereof.
All right, the wind from the sea, because the Lord is coming from outer space, from the spiritual realm. That portal gonna open, however the dimension he gonna have it, and the Lord is gonna disappear.
And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
Thousands, that man, Yahweh shall wax strong with the thousands of heaven. The thousands of heaven is the angels. And that sea out there, that's the waves of space, outer space. All right? So the portal, the spiritual realm gonna open. The Lord gonna crack them skies and be within this atmosphere, man.
And when he had turned to look, when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
Hell yeah, everything gonna tremble. Lord gonna be on the main chariot. Everything gonna tremble. The Lord is an authority. Lord is a man of war. Hell yeah, everything's gonna tremble. In the presence of the Lord, man, everything.
And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice.
That voice that went out of his mouth is concentrated fire, them lasers. Because the Lord is gonna plead with all flesh with fire. That's the speaking the Lord gonna be doing. The Lord is rebuking with fire. And they gonna be shot from the chariots or wherever the Lord wants the lasers to be directed from. Now don't worry about it. So the Lord is returning on what the world call UFOs. The Lord returning with the angels. The Lord gonna be on the main ship. The main ship it's gonna be like a mountain like in size, man. Prophet Ezra thought it was like he carved out. He looked to see where that mountain was carved out of, man. Come on, man.
It says, yeah.
Sorry, we're not shooting, man.
Yeah, you're gonna read,
So you can come up and you can take over.
I gotta get some water.
Oh, all right, go ahead. Do your thing. Unless you want me to go get it for you.
Yeah, if you do that for
You want me to
me,
get you one of these?
yeah, boss.
If I can find this is better than the shit that's out there.
Yeah,
All right.
wow.
I'll wait for this brother to shoot
Yeah,
up.
come.
All right. Shalom, man. You thirsty up? You thirsty?
I'm good.
All right. Yeah, so, all right, I'm gonna go right now.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, bro, that's right. All right. So let's get second Ezra.
Oh, okay, you're probably
Yeah. 15. 15 and 1. All right. So whether you voted for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, it don't matter, man. All right. This is what's going to come to pass.
Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Keep going, brother.
And cause them to be written on paper, for they are faithful and true.
Right, because we got the words of what? Prophecy out here. All All right, we're speaking the words of prophecy. What's coming to pass? What's about to happen? All right, linking it up to current events right now. What's going on in the world? What's going on in the world? The spirit of war. Brothers bringing out, you know, how Yahweh Shai is returning on a chariot. Hey, that's what we're waiting on, man. We're waiting on the return of Yahweh Shai, man. All right, not no damn presidential election, man. Presidential election is a damn rigged, you know, psyop, goddamn operation, man. Go ahead.
Verse 3, bear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yeah, incredulity is unbelief. These people don't believe what we're saying. That's fine. It doesn't make the faith of the Most High without effect, because what we're saying is the truth. Everything that we're saying, we can back it up with facts. Right?
Verse 4, for every unbeliever shall die in his unbelief.
Every unbeliever shall die in his unbelief. Every unbeliever, all right, is going to face a harsh judgment from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 5, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Yep, come on.
Because unrighteousness have taken the upper hand on earth, and their wickedness knoweth no bound. Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit.
Yeah, that's what we're doing out here. That's what you got the prophets for. All right? To cry aloud and spare not. To show our people their transgressions. Right?
Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and
Righteous blood. Right.
righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
That's right. No more.
I will avenge them speedily, saith the Lord, and will require the innocent blood from their hand.
I will revenge their blood, the Lord said. So there's going to come a reckoning, man. There's going to come a recompense. All right? The scriptures say it is a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to those that trouble thee, man. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 10, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will now no longer suffer them to dwell in Egypt, but bring them out with a mighty hand and an outstretched arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and destroy all the land thereof. Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their crops shall be destroyed by fire, and hail, and violent storm. Verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction.
Oh, you got it up. Come on.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. The Lord said, woe unto the world. Not peace and prosperity. All right?
And nation shall rise against nation. And nation shall rise against one another with swords in their hands. Verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and nation shall rise against one another with swords in their hands. Verse 16, for there shall be no constancy with the people, and when one overpowers the other, they shall not regard their kings or princes, and practice violence in all their dealings.
This is what? Dealing with the political views and issues of the world, man. That's happening as we speak right now. With this whole Kamala Harris, Donald Trump melee. These people are ready to go at one another over different opinions and different views and different, things of that sort.
Verse 17. So that when a man desires to go into the city, he should not be able. Verse 18, for because of their haughtiness, the city shall be troubled, their houses full of fear, and the people shall be affrighted. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Behold, saith the Lord, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, from the rising of the sun, from the south, the north, and the west, to repent and to give back what they have taken from them. Like as they who get unto like as they who get this day unto my children, so will I do also unto them and recompense them in their bosom. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, my right hand shall not spare the evildoers, and my sword shall not seize over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. Verse 23, fire shall go forth from his wrath and consume the foundations of the earth, and the sin is like the straw that is kindled.
He said fire shall go forth from his wrath. How's that going to happen? The thermonuclear missiles are going to be shot out of silos, all right, from different parts of the earth, all right, to come over here and destroy the land and the people, man. This is serious stuff, man. I'm talking about fire, totally destroying this landmass, man. All right, and it's coming by way of weapons, by missiles. Go ahead.
Verse 23, fire shall go forth from his wrath and consume the foundations of the earth, and the sin is like a straw that is kindled. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. I will not spare them. Ye children, withdraw from their violence and defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for Yahweh shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him.
Yeah, this is dealing with the present world that we're living in right now. This present world that we're living in right now, it upholds wickedness, man. It upholds witchcraft. All right, it upholds everything that is unseemly in the eyes of the Most High, man. All right? So there's a judgment coming for this world, this present wicked world, man. And rightfully so. That's why things are going the way it's going. Because the Most High is not with this place. His spirit is against this place, man. All right? All of this disorder and all of this goddamn madness going on in the world. The time is going to come where it's just going to be all out chaos, man. All out hell breaking loose.
Verse 27, for now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for Yahweh shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east. The nation of the dragon and the Arab shall come out with many chariots, and shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them shall fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Syrians. And after them shall the dragons have the upper hand, and remembering their birth shall turn and form a powerful alliance to persecute them.
Yeah, man, these other nations, these are the dragons that the scriptures speak about. Because a dragon is a sign of intelligence. All right? It means that the person is very keen and patient. All right? And they're strategic in their actions and in their ways, man. So these other nations are gathering together and they're devising things against America, man. You know, they're devising against its power, its rule, its influence. Go ahead.
Verse 32, then these shall be frightened and silenced by their might and shall flee. And from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them and consume some of them, and in their host shall be fear and dread and strife among their kings.
Yeah.
Behold, clouds from the east and from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm. They shall collide and smite against each other, a great multitude of stars upon the earth, and blood from the sword shall reach unto the belly, and dung of men unto the camel's hump. In short, great fear and trembling shall be on earth, and they that shall see thee, the wrath shall be alarmed and terrified. And then shall there come great rainstorm from the south and from the north, and another part from the west. And the east wind shall gain the upper hand and encompass it, and also the clouds which his wrath hath raised up, and the stars shall be scared to cause fear towards the east and the west. And there shall arise great and thick clouds full of wrath, and also a star, that they terrify all the earth and them that dwell therein. And they shall pour out every high and eminent place, and horrible star, fire and hail, and fire and sword, and many waters, that all fields and rivers shall be flooded from the multitude of waters. They shall break down cities and walls, mountains and hills, trees of the woods, and grass of the meadows, and their grain.
Yeah, that's the missiles, man. Hey, man, these missiles are gonna come and they're gonna do major damage. 200,000, man. That's another army that the Lord. That's the Lord's army that He set up by way of these missiles, man. All right. They're gonna do some damage, man. Major damage, like never seen before. I mean, these.
Right here.
Yeah, you got it out.
This is Jeremiah chapter 20, verse 25. The Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, have opened his armory.
Armory, man. An armory is a place where you hold all your weapons, right?
And have brought forth the weapons of his indignation.
Yeah, the missiles, man. Brought forth the weapons of his what? Indignation, his righteous anger, his justifiable anger, man. This is justifiable wrath coming upon the earth, man. All right? Go ahead.
It says, for this is the work of the Lord, God of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans.
Right, and Chaldeans denotes, all right, being ran by witchcraft, man. Chaldeans denotes that these people that are in rulership, they are under the left-hand side of things. All right, because the Chaldeans were ancient warlocks and witches, and they had all of these, you know, they had the left-hand side down pat, man. All right, worshiping idols and all of these things, mysticism, magic, and all of that stuff. That came with the Chaldeans. So this is what this American society has been all about, man. And it's exposed.
It says, 26, it says, come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly, let nothing of her be left.
Yeah, that's right. That's what's gonna happen to America. There ain't gonna be nothing left. Ain't gonna be nothing left. It says no creature shall dwell here except for the desert creatures. All right. So you see the squirrels and the different other, you know, the different other animals that are, you know, native to these type of areas, to these lands. Ain't gonna be no more of that, man. Because of what the so-called white man did, man.
Also, the unclean spirits.
That's
You know,
right,
the apparitions of different, you know, they gonna be here in America. It's
said you're going to be the hold of every unclean spirit.
That's right, bro.
You know?
That's right.
Because them foul spirits like homosexuality and all that's going to be here left in America, man.
Yeah, bro.
You know, when this place is destroyed, that ain't going to be in the kingdom with us.
That's right, bro.
You know?
That's right.
We're going to have a ever righteous kingdom, man. And it says, verse 27, it says, slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter, woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. And in other words, the bullocks represent the people, man. You know, people gonna be a great sacrifice, you know, to the Most High, man. You know, these people that you see on the earth, man. Okay, this is gonna be the, you know, the judgment of the Lord, man. That's coming, the second death that it speaks about. You know about the first death that talks about the flood. You know, during the time of Noah. You know, Noah was the elect of those times, but now you're gonna have the elect in these times that's gonna be saved from the fire that's coming here to America, man. Because that's the only way you could be delivered if you're of the elect. If you're not of the elect, you're gonna be destroyed right here in Babylon the Great, America.
Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. Yeah, and all they that do wickedly, all right, shall be turned into stubble. You see?
Verse 2. But to you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings.
That's what we waiting on. In the midst of the oven, America being turned into an oven, all right, where it's going to be nuclear fire. We're looking for Yahweh Shai to deliver us up out of that. All right.
Yeah, the Apostle John, he basically seen America on fire.
Yeah, bro.
And he labeled it as being as a lake of fire.
Right, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
From an aerial view, looking down. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing this place being burnt and destroyed. You know?
Right, bro.
Hey, that's a fearful thing, man. It says you're gonna be burning in the presence of the Lamb and the angels, man.
Woo.
The Lamb is Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
Through the world, even called so called Jesus Christ, man. You know what that is, man? It's to basically burn, man. And you're not just going to die and then your spirit is just going to go back, you know, to the spirit world, man. You know, you're going to feel every bit of pain and agony, and that's what the scripture says that it's going to be with you know, gnashing of teeth, burning and gnashing of teeth, weeping and gnashing of teeth. Yeah, because you know, people think, oh yeah, well, they'll just die and then go back to the spirit world. Nah, it's going to be the last set judgment on the earth, man. That the Lord, you know, he's going to outdo the first time.
Outdo the first time.
He's going to outdo the flood.
That's right.
You know, this time around, you know.
That's right.
Verse 2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall, and ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts.
Go back to Second Ezra. Yeah, the Lord is gonna, man, the Lord is gonna justify his elect, man. All right. Because the scriptures do speak about there is no condemnation to them that are in Yahweh Shai, man. All right. The true Israelites, those that are striving in this faith, they are going to be justified. All right, in the times of these judgments coming upon the earth, man. Because they ain't doing nothing but teaching the word and trying to live righteously to the best of their ability. What they got to be destroyed for? They want to see America destroyed. All right. So Lord willing, you know, that's where we at right here. All right. Good.
Second Ezra 52. Sorry. Second Ezra 15, verse.
I got that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead,
This is Psalms chapter 32, verse 1. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua imputed not iniquity.
And that's where we want to be found with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. We want to be found in that scripture, that scripture pertaining and related to us, man. Because what's going to happen is destruction because of sin. All right? Judgment because of sin. All right? So we seeking to be what? Justified or exonerated, you know, from that. Because we have to be in the midst of this madness.
Right.
You
Not
know?
only that, we in these bodies
And
still,
we in this
you know?
body, and we in these damn bodies.
Yeah, you know, so we subjected to go off. We subjected to sin, you know? And we ask for the Lord to forgive us, to, you know, find mercy in us. And it says, and in whose spirit there is no guile.
And whose spirit is no doubt. And the scripture is telling us something very important. The Lord looks at your spirit. The scriptures tell us that's how the Lord judges. He doesn't look at the outward appearance. He looks at your spirit. He weighs your actions. What is it? How does the scripture go? The scripture goes that by him he weigheth the spirit, or something like that. The Lord can weigh your spirit, man. You know? No, overall, we're saying we just want to be justified. Right. We're seeking to be justified when these judgments happen. We don't seek to get caught up in it. We're not worried, maybe the Lord won't deliver me. Right. We can't think like that, man. All right? Go ahead.
Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 40. And there shall arise great and thick clouds, full of wrath, and also a star that they terrify all the earth and them that dwell therein. And they shall pour out every high and eminent place a horrible star, fire and hail and flying swords, and many waters at all fields and rivers.
Listen, flying swords? Flying swords, brother. You read that real quick.
And flying swords.
Flying swords. As the missiles, man.
And many waters that all fields and rivers shall be flooded from the multitude of waters. And they shall break down cities and walls, mountains and hills, trees of the woods, and grass of the meadows, and their grain. And they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon and make her afraid.
They shall go steadfastly unto Babylon and make her afraid. What's Babylon? What is Babylon? Babylon means confusion. All right? And what is it in prophecy? Is America. Okay? That's what Babylon is. America. Okay?
Verse 44, and they shall gather at that city, and surround her, and pour out upon her fire and wrath, and there shall arise out of her dust and smoke up unto heaven, and all they that be about her shall bewail her.
Yep. That's Revelation 17, 18. Pretty much dealing with Babylon the Great being destroyed. And the smoke of her burning. And her torment going up before all the other nations. Her being that burnt mountain.
They, verse 45, and they that shall remain in her shall serve them that have destroyed her. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon.
Hey, the elders was just talking about this, about China. That's Asia. You know what I'm saying? They own all of America's debt. They're seeking to be the next rulership to come up, which is they're not, but they give America some competition. They're partaker with America. Yeah.
And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon and the glorious in her person, woe unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in order, that they might please and glory in thy lovers.
Yeah, the Moabites, man, the Moabites, the Chinese. Yeah.
Which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee. Thou hast followed her that is hated in all her works and evil designs. Therefore saith Yahweh, I will send calamity upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses through murder and death. And the glory of thy strength and youth shall fade like as a flower withereth when the heat shall arise that is set over thee. Thou shalt be weakened as a poor woman with stripes, and as one chastised with wounds, so that the mighty and lovers shall not be able to receive thee. Would I with jealousy have so proceeded against thee, saith the Lord, but if thou hadst not always slain my chosen, and hadst raised and clapped thy hands and rejoiced over their death, and in thy drunkenness hadst said, set forth the beauty of thy countenance, the reward of thy whoredom shall be in thy bosom, therefore shalt thou receive recompense.
Yeah, man. So what is it saying? It's saying that these other nations that are confederate with America, such as China, trying to come up in a position of power, is going to be a futile effort, man. Yahweh Shai got next, man. All right? His elect got next to rule this earth. Not no goddamn Moabite or so-called Chinese person, man. All right? They're going to be put in slavery, pursuing the Psalm, the 108th chapter. Moab is my wash pot.
That's right.
Yeah, because the Lord spoke about Asia. Just said Asia. What's in the country of Asia? Russia and China. China and Russia. That's the continent of Asia. You know? And
Israel.
That's right. Asia Minor. That's true. That's right. And Russia too. Because those are Edomites too. You see what I'm saying? And they're not coming into power next either.
Got a precept?
Yeah, brother.
This is Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 11. Moab had been at ease from his youth.
Had been at ease from his youth, man. These Chinese people, man.
And he has settled on his knees and have not been emptied from vessel to vessel, neither have he gone into captivity. Therefore his taste remained in him, and his scent is not changed. Yeah, so these Moabites, you know, they ain't never really go through no hardship. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans never been into slavery. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about how they built the railroad and all that shit, man. So when they really get their ass in slavery, you know, whipping their ass and beating the shit out of them, you know, that's when they really going, you know, they gonna really feel it, man.
Yeah.
Feel all the shit that we went through, man, as a people. You know, because these Moabites, man, you see how they are. They walk, they real proud and shit, man.
Bro.
They're the second proudest to Esau, man. But where do you think they learned that shit from? They learned it from the devil himself, you know. But you know, these Moabites, man, they ain't got a. I mean, when you look at them, man, you can see they're so weak, man. They're weak. They're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have no men, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're just fucking weak punks. Bunch of fucking proud ass eating rice, motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? But when we get our hands on you damn Edomites and other nations, man, we're gonna do you dirty, man, in the kingdom.
I don't think it's the same. Rightfully so. Hey, we got scriptures on it. The scriptures say what? Recompense her double.
Double, yeah.
According to her words. Man. Hey, Ezekiel 25:14, brothers. Let's hold that down.
Ezekiel.
Yeah, Ezekiel 25:14. You know what I'm saying? Just to back you up, my God.
This is Ezekiel chapter 25 and 13.
Yeah, you can start at 14.
It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord God, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it.
You know how angry you gotta be to cut off men, women, children, and their beasts from them, man? That's some serious anger, man. That's anger with a purpose, man. There's a reason why the Most High said he's gonna stretch out his hand upon Edom, man. Look at all of the wickedness Edom has done. Edom, we talking about you so-called white people. You Edomites. Go ahead.
It says, and I will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword.
And that's dealing with those Arabs, man, because you go into the history about Dedan, you'll find out that Dedan was also a nation that came out of one of Abraham's sons by Keturah, and one of the sons of Ham, one of the sons of Cush. So it's dealing with like
Mixed breed.
not a mixed breed, but it's dealing with different nations.
Right, different nations.
Different nations like the Arabs and the Africans.
Yeah.
You know, like how they got together with the
Right.
transatlantic slave trade
Right.
with Esau. So that's why scriptures speak about Dedan. You go into Dedan, you find that out. It's dealing with nations, the Arabs and the Africans, man. All right, because they were instrumental in plotting against the Southern Kingdom. That's how they got in. That's how the Southern Kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, got into transatlantic and sub-Saharan slave trade and slavery, man.
What's that? That's Joel, what, the second chapter?
Yeah, brother.
It reads on, it says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom. See, the Lord got vengeance laid in store. All right, not happiness and happily ever afterness, man. Vengeance, man.
It says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
By the hand of my people Israel. All right. You see?
Right.
So you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, you should be in the spirit of wanting what? Recompense.
That's right.
If you're not in the spirit of wanting recompense, you're in the wrong spirit. You're going to be destroyed. At least you repent and you get on the right side of things. That's what we out here teaching, repentance. But the Lord is...
It's like,
There you go.
so the scriptures mention, it says, who shall rouse him up?
Right.
You know? That's the old lion who shall rise him up, because, you know, Jake right now is in the state of,
Yeah.
you know, everything is all right, you know, they on some shit like, you know, let's get along, you know. Nah, it ain't about that, man. With the Lord, that's why the Lord said he's going to put his anger upon us.
Right.
Because leave it up to Jake. Jake would just let shit just keep going forever and ever, man. You know? can we all get along? And old Rodney King, you know, spirit. But hey, man, the Lord ain't with that, man. You know, eventually these devils and these other nations gonna have to pay for all the shit that they done to us, man. And that's you know, that's right, man. That's what you call, you know what I'm saying? Justice, man.
Justice.
You know, that's what you call justice, man. A lot of you so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, you don't want justice for your own people, man. You know? That's why a lot of you gonna have to die here, man. It says, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord God, man.
Right.
So it's the Lord that's gonna put the spirit on our people to really, you know, get at these Edomites, man. You know?
Right. See? Thus saith the scriptures. I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. How's that going to happen? By way of spiritual power. Yahweh Shem Yahushai got spiritual power set for certain men. All right, to fulfill these scriptures. All right.
Real quick.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 14. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. You know, and that's exactly what's going to happen, man. It's going to be race wars, right? Hey, possibly tonight, man. Shit might pop off, you know? Election night. Let's see, man. You know, because these Edomites, man, they looking for any type of excuse to really, like, you know what I'm saying, get shit. Because they already feel like they losing, you know, they losing their country and shit. So even though this chick, Kamala Harris, you know, she's not one of our people, but they'll put her out there like she's Jake, you know, just so they could blame Jake, you know what I'm saying? You know? So they just looking for some type of excuse, man. And we're coming into, see, it's division right now in America, man.
Yes.
All right? You got, you know, Republicans and Democrats and, you know, it's all type of, you know what I'm saying? You can feel it.
Yeah.
You know, you can feel it. It's in the air, man.
Feel the confusion.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, they just waiting for something to pop off, man. So these Edomites right now, you know, they can find any excuse to come against Jake, man. So there will be a race war out here, man. But you will lose, man. You might well lose, man. You know? But it says every man shall turn to his own people. You know, so it ain't gonna be in that time when shit really pop off, where you gonna say, oh, I got some cool white friends and all that. No, you gonna have to pick a side, man. You gonna have to pick a side, or you got a white girlfriend or whatever. You gonna have to pick a side, man. All right, because that time is gonna come where, you know, if you are basically a traitor to your own people, then you're gonna be put to death, man. You know.
Right.
It says, and everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword, man. You know? So that's the time we coming in, man. It's an evil time to come. All right?
Right.
Yeah, I got Ezekiel 35 and 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir,
Yeah.
prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, on Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate. Thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, the time of their calamity.
This is why the judgment is going to happen to you Edomites here in America because of your violence against your brother Jacob. You know from all the time of us being in slavery, which we're still in slavery, but without the chains. See, these are the things that, this was America's greatest sin, man, for having the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans in captivity, man. So you're going to have to pay for that. Read that again.
Verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
So Esau has a perpetual hatred, meaning an ongoing, continual hatred for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Going back to the time of us being in the womb together. It was basically a fight between Esau and Jacob, So even from then, it was destined that we would not get along, man. All right? It would be two men of people separate from each other, man. All right? Go ahead.
In the time that their iniquity... Actually, let me read the time. Verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Right, the time of their iniquity had an end, right? But what these Edomites do, they forward the affliction, man. They continue the affliction. It's just like, you go and you have somebody babysit your child, and you come back, and he got bruises all over him. You're like, what the hell? I just told you to watch him, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I told you to, watch him, make sure that, put him on timeout. Come back, he got bruises, he's all fucked up. He got a broken arm and shit. Yeah. So the same way how, these devils, they were supposed to, punish us, but they went overboard with it, man. You had the acts of buck breaking. Yeah. They basically cut off our nuts and shit, cut off our dick and shit. You know what I'm saying? Raping our women. They did too much, man. So now you're gonna have to pay for that, man. Because you touched the apple of the Lord's eye, which was his people, which are the Israelites, man. Right?
Verse 6, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Right, so the fact that, because he's the one that's shedding all the blood. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's touching this Edomite because why? He's blessed with the sword. He's the one that goes around and, steals people's identity. He goes and steals people's lands, resources, all right, because he was blessed with the sword, all right? So he has, he's the one shedding the blood, but soon his blood is going to be shed. He's the one going around spoiling all nations, so soon his, all that he has is going to be spoiled, all right?
Verse 7. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, in thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword.
That's right. So great judgment is coming to you Edomites, man. Get the book of Obadiah, man. Because even though it's one letter or one book,
man,
it's the most one of the most
powerful chapters
in the whole Bible. Yeah. Because that's dealing with the downfall of Esau, Edom, man. Yeah. All right, this is the things that these Edomites, I'm talking about the elites, where it's hard for them to sleep at night, man. Because they know that is going to happen, man. All right? They know. They know that's gonna happen. Because you gotta pay back for all the shit that you've done on the earth, man. Alright? All the wicked shit that you Edomites have done. I'm talking about your top elites, from the Rothschild, the Rockefellers, all right, the DuPont, all the 13 families, all right. You're gonna have to pay for this, man. So that time is coming, man. That time is coming very soon. It's crazy because I got an alert on my phone 2 nights in a row with the book of Obadiah. It just popped up on my phone. As a spirit, man. You know?
Obadiah 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Rise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised.
Right. These Edomites are greatly despised among the rest of the heathen nations, man. All right? Everybody wants a piece of the so-called white man. As far as, you know, they want their time with them, man. All right? They want to put hands on them. They want to destroy them. You know? See, so everybody is pissed off with the so-called white man, man. Because how he has the whole world upside down. So the Lord said he's going to make him least among the heathens, meaning he's going to be despised among all the nations on the earth. Go ahead.
Verse 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised.
Yep.
Verse 3, the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high.
Right. So letting you know that these Edomites, all right, they're very prideful, man. Very prideful. Okay? From their actions, the way they feel like, you know, that they are like the most high on the earth. All right? You can't tell them shit. You know, the Lord is dealing with them, but on the left-hand side. So they feel like, you know, with their technology and things like that, the Lord, just like how he said, you know, he raised up Pharaoh,
Right.
just so he could bring them down. The same way how he's raising up the new modern day Pharaoh,
right,
which
bro.
is so-called white man, he's going to bring them down just like that, man. All right? So because of his pride, his heart has deceived him, right? Meaning that he thinks that he's going to continue on in his wickedness. He's going to enslave everybody on the planet Earth. All right? He's going to try to chip everybody on the planet Earth. Okay? And that's what it tells you in the book of Job. That's why he's going to rain down, you know, arrows upon him, man, while he's eating. You know? Gotta read that again.
Verse 3, the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock, whose habitation is high.
Right, which is an indicator of these so-called white people. Because why? They like to dwell, they was dwelling in the Caucasus Mountains, man. And now, fast forward today, they like to dwell in these high-rising buildings, known as skyscrapers. Okay, because it reminds them of the time when they was in the mountains, man.
Right.
You know? And, you know, because of their pride, they also like to look down on people, man. Sort of like the eagle, which is their symbol, you know? They like to, you know, the symbol, the eagle, they like to go up real high and they look down on his prey. But that's the characteristic of the so-called white man.
That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Right. Who shall bring them down to the ground, man? Who shall bring America down, man? That's how these Edomites really think, man. You know? But eventually, they will be destroyed because just like how every great kingdom had a beginning and an end, right now you're seeing the downfall and the ending of America. Okay? And a lot of you people, you believe that America is not going to be destroyed, man. Because you always hear about things happening overseas.
Right.
All right, in the Middle East, you always hear about, you know, these bombs being dropped on, you know what I'm saying, people out there, you know, Lebanon, Israel, you know, these different places out there in the Middle East, you think that it ain't gonna happen here in America, but guess what? The Lord is saving this place for last, man. All right? He's saving the best for last, man. All right? A lot of you people, you just can't see life past America, man. All right? But you in for a rude awakening, man. All right? This place is going down. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Right, and they started going down during the time of what? The late 1960s,
Right.
you know? During the time of the, you know, they going into space.
Yeah,
The NASA, Apollo, the, you know, NASA programs, they going into space. That's when the Lord started bringing this place down, man. Because now you're dwelling in the Most High's realm. You're trying to be among the stars and, you know, trying to put your weapons and all that, satellites and all that, in the Most High's realm, man. What the hell you doing out there? The Lord didn't make man to be in space. He created man to be on the earth, man. All right? You know? That's the pride of these devils, man. Oh, I wanna see what's going on in space. The fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
Like I said, it's like
What the fuck you doing up there, man? That's why you gotta be in a suit and all that shit, the fucking breathing shit.
Yeah,
You gotta,
flesh and blood can't inherit the kingdom.
yeah.
And you gotta fucking wear Pampers out there, because if they working on a space station and shit like that, they're not gonna go all the way back in and do all of that. So they're gonna be out there. They're gonna have Pampers on. And now the only time they don't have the Pampers when they inside the establishment, but they dump all that shit out.
Yeah. Like fucking, you know, having all that space junk out there. Come on, man. Showing you this man gotta be destroyed. What?
And there's a certain layer of atmosphere, if I may add, that they can't pass like a certain atmosphere when they're in space.
Right. Man, Helen, though. What?
Verse 5. Hold on, actually. Yeah, verse 5, man. If thieves came to thee, and robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Will they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Right. So it was a law, you know, that we were like if, you know, you went to gather whatever it was, fruits from off the tree, you would leave some for the poor. Right?
Yes.
So in other words, Esau, he steals everything, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when the Most High sends back Yahweh Shai, he's gonna rob him. He's gonna spoil him for everything that he has. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Right, because right now this is the time that this Edomite is being exposed for him being the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. All right, and how he's being exposed by the men of the Lord. Okay, first and foremost, and then you got, you know, your whistleblowers and whatnot. All right, but this man is being exposed throughout the whole world. Everybody's waking up to how he's the biggest rapist, pedophile.
Right.
You know, you got this guy Biden putting little baby feet in his mouth.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? So he can't, you know what I'm saying? He can't help himself, man. On live national TV, man, he's putting a little baby, and you know, these parents, these mothers, allowing this fucking dude to do the shit right in front of everybody, man. But he can't contain himself, you know, because that's who he is, man. Okay? So the whole world is waking up to who this devil really is, man. You know? He's a homo on all type of levels, man. Just straight up abomination on the earth, man. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border, and men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Right, all these different nations that were at one time, you know, in league with America, eventually they're going to turn their back on America, man. Okay? Because something America is going to do, all right, that's going to upset these nations within NATO and the EU, and they going to eventually, you know, launch missiles here in America, man. It's not only America's enemies, okay, that's going to launch missiles here in America, but also America's allies, man. You know? That's the time we're coming into, man. World War III. All right? What?
Verse 7, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Go ahead.
Shall I not in that day save the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau?
Right, meaning that, you know, all these, you know, meetings, G7 summit meetings, and, you know, the Bilderberg group meetings, and these, you know, these nations come together. Basically, Edomites, when they had their think tanks and whatnot, you know, the Lord's gonna put an end to that, man. All right? It ain't gonna be no wisdom coming out of teaming, man. You know? Eventually, that light is gonna go out. All right? The Lord is putting an end to Esau's supremacy on the earth.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Shall I not in that day save the Lord? No, verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
That's right. They're gonna be cut off by slaughter, man. All right? You know? But the only people that's gonna be preserved, you know, when it's all said and done, is the elites. Okay? Because they have to be the first fruits of slavery. Okay? And then they have, you know, they have to bring back offspring on the earth so they could basically build up our kingdom, man.
That's right.
All right? For that 1,000 years, you're gonna have to be in hardcore slavery, man.
Yes.
All right? You're gonna have to work.
Yes.
You really gonna have to work, man. And I'm talking about, hey, ain't gonna be no rest for you Edomites, man.
No.
Just maybe, you know, for the Sabbath,
Yeah, just a Sabbath.
and that's it, man. Other than that, you're gonna work continually, continual employment. All right?
Hey, the Lord said double, bro.
Double, oh yeah, double.
Render double unto her. You know,
Definitely.
that's all they did is
Yeah.
make Jake work.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So how much more of them when their time comes?
Hey, our people would pick cotton, man,
Yeah,
from
right.
5 years old all the way to 90 years old, man.
Yeah, bro.
90 something years old, still picking cotton, man.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't show no mercy to the young
No
or
mercy.
old. All right? So that's where the same way the Lord ain't gonna show no mercy onto you damn devils, man.
Right.
You know? Fuck. You know? So hey man, you fucking people, you just don't know, man, what's coming to you. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Yeah, shame shall cover thee, man. You know, that's why they try to, you know, hide the fact that, you know, slavery, we had to go through slavery and shit. They want to hide them slavery books and shit in schools. All right? They don't want you to know about that history. They're ashamed of that history. They're ashamed of the things that they did. That's the great stain of America. All right? How they would invite their kids, their children, to see somebody getting hung.
Yeah, that's right.
A black man being hung. They will report it. They will put it in the newspaper. A black man being hung. You got people that they will be like, damn, it really was a time like that in America? Yeah, believe it, man. Because leave it up to these people 100 years from now, they'll make it seem like none of that shit
None of that
exists,
shit
man.
exists, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why the men of the Lord, man, we out here to constantly remind you people of the sins of America, the sins of these Edomites, man, of what they did, man.
Yeah.
We constantly being a thorn in these Edomites, you know what I'm saying, side,
right,
man.
bro. That's right.
Because we don't forget, man. They always want you to forget, you know, but when it comes to their holidays and shit like that, they don't want you to forget none
Right,
of that shit.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, through the scriptures, we're gonna constantly reveal this devil, man, for who
Right.
he is, man. You know?
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 11, in the day that thou stoodest on their side, I'm sorry. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces,
Right, that was during the time of the Babylonian captivity, man. You know, our people was basically running, and you had these Babylonians, you know, they were snatching Jacob. And you had Esau on the side, you know, basically, you know, watching us go down, man. All right? But that's supposed to be our brother. It's supposed to be our brother, right, Esau? Go ahead.
and the foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem. Even thou was as one of them.
Right, you know, he was down with it, man. He was down with the downfall of our people, man. You know, he was basically, you know, he was a part of that too, man. Go ahead.
Verse 12. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother and the day that he became a stranger.
Right, and the day that he became a stranger. Yeah, the day he became a stranger, man. You know, when they, you know, these Edomites, they allowed, you know, these Babylonians to basically snatch us up. But it was a part of the prophecy anyway. We were supposed to go into captivity under these Babylonians because of what we did, man. You know, how we was worshiping different idols. All right? Lord basically, you know, got us out of the land of Israel, man, and had these Babylonians, you know, have their way with us, man, right? But Esau was a part of that, man. You know? He's like, yeah, there you go, snatch him up.
Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction.
Right, they rejoiced, man, because they knew that, you know, as long as we're at the bottom, all right, that really it means that the Most High is not with us. And that's how these nations can have their way with us, man. But when we're one with our power, ain't nothing that these other nations can do against us. All right? Go ahead.
Verse
I got the
12.
peace. I got the God in
Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress.
All right?
Verse 13. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yes, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity.
Right, they took all our, you know, precious gold, silver. They took it out of the temple. You know, they ransacked Jerusalem, man. They ransacked the temple, man. You know, right?
Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape.
Right. Those, you know, you had Jake trying to get away. You had Esau right there, pointing them out. You know, then they go there, you know, to the
Goddamn
Babylonians.
bounty hunters,
Yeah,
man.
go grab them up. You know what I'm saying? That's how he was doing it. Right?
Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head.
Right. So that reward or that payback shall come upon thy own head, man. You know? for all the wicked atrocities that you have done to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay, in the same fashion is going to come upon your head, man. It's payback. All right. That's it on that. Still got it over here.
Verse 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually.
Right. Which that is talking about a cup of slavery, man. You know, that's what's coming to you other nations. Read on.
Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they are not been.
Right. So you're gonna be in a state where you gonna wish you was never born. You know, that's how much hell that the Lord is gonna put upon you nations, man. You're gonna feel like shit. I wish I never existed, man. Right?
But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possession.
Slow down. Mount Zion is talking about the nation of Israel. All right. When you go into the word Zion, which is Tzayon in the Hebrew, which means monument. All right. So we represent the Lord's. We are the Lord's monument on the earth. All right. We represent the Lord on the earth. Okay. All right.
Verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau
right.
a smoke.
So the house of Jacob, which represents the southern tribe, southern kingdom, right, and the house of Ephraim, which is the northern kingdom, which represents house of Joseph, Slakia, which represents the northern kingdom. Okay. And collectively together, all right, we're gonna basically make Esau as stubble. Okay, you put fire or flame to something that's gonna make it as stubble. So basically, Esau is gonna be as stubble. It's just like when you go to a barbecue, right? And you wanna, you cooking something on the grill, then at the bottom of the grill is just nothing but stubble. After it's charred up, you know what I'm saying? So whatever's left over, so basically that's the state that Esau gonna be in. The state of basically he's gonna be, done away with, and he's gonna be less than nothing, right?
And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it.
Right, so for the Lord hath spoken it, man. All right? Well, it's not our words, it's the Lord that said that these Edomites that you see right now, these so-called white people that you see on the earth, in the kingdom to come, right? They're going to serve out their 1,000 years of captivity, and then you're not going to see a so-called white man in the kingdom of heaven, man, ever again. Thus says the Lord, man. All right? We don't know what the Lord might do with their spirit, because we know that spirit is just constant energy. It doesn't die. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what the Lord might do with Esau's spirit. All right? But for whatever it is, in the kingdom, we're not going to see an Edomite ever again as far as so-called white men walking, you know what I'm saying, in the kingdom, man. All right?
Psalm 75 is going to how they're going to drink that cup. Verse 7. Psalm 75, verse 7. But Yahweh is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another.
Right, so the Lord, he setteth up one, right? And it says setteth up one and what?
Setteth up, he putteth down one and setteth up another.
Put it down one and setteth up another. Right? So why? Because the Lord, he ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right? The Lord could, one day he sets up leaders, he sets up kings, all right, to rule for one, a certain period of time, and then guess what? That person goes down, that kingdom goes down, all right? That's how the Lord operates, man. So nothing is forever, you know what I'm saying? Only the kingdom of heaven, which the Lord himself is going to be the ruler of, all right? The scriptures mention that, it's going to be an everlasting kingdom. Why is it going to be an everlasting kingdom? Because that kingdom, the kingdom to come, is going to be ruled in righteousness, man. All right. So where is righteousness? You know, basically, there's no sin. So where there's no sin, it's no death. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 8. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink
Right.
them.
That's right. That's the judgment that's coming to all you nations, man. All right. You're going to drink of the cup of slavery, the cup of, tribulation. You know, everything that we had to go through on this side, you're going to be going through it double. Okay? And you're going to drink it all. Get Psalms 140, 149, 6. Read that real quick. You know, because slavery is coming back, according to Revelation 13 and 9 and 10. Go ahead.
Psalms 149, verse 6. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth and his two-edged sword in their hand.
Right, so literally we're going to be praising our Lord Yahweh, his son Yahweh Shai, right? As soon as we wake up to the time we go back to sleep, man. All right? And we're going to actually have a sword in our hand, man. To what? To place judgment on you heathens, man. Okay, go ahead.
To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments unto the people. It's like upon the people. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
Right, so this is good news, man. All right, that's what the gospel means. Good news, man. Good news for you Israelites, man, out there. Okay? That, you don't see no hope in a future past America. All right? This is good news, man. Payback for all these, atrocities that these white people and these other nations have done to us, man. Starting with their top elites, man, that they're going into slavery. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 9. To execute upon them the judgment written. Dishonor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord.
Right. Praise ye the Lord, man, because that's the judgment written, man. Meaning that it will happen. It will come to pass, man, eventually. Because you so-called white people, man, the Lord has not acquitted the wicked. He said he would not acquit the wicked according to Nahum 1 and 3, man, right? So you got to pay back for all the shit that you did. All right? The Lord is not in the heavens not seeing what you Edomites are doing on the earth. A lot of you people think that the Lord is afar off. All right? Scripture says the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding the evil and the good. All right? So what you think? You just going to ride off in the sunset and nothing's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen to all the shit that you did, and you just going to, Lord is just going to sweep it under the rug? Yeah, so, that's it. Yeah, so basically, we're in a time where things are going to get bad out here. Jeremiah, we're going to go into prophecy, man. Jeremiah 30, start at verse 5. Yeah.
Jeremiah 30 and verse 4, right?
What? Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 4, and these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling of fear and not of peace.
Right, so we're right now in a time where, you people supposed to be trembling, man. You're really supposed to be in fear because these times that we're coming into, man. All right? Get on, real quick, get on Amos 3. You guys saw it?
Amazing.
Go ahead. Read on, bro.
Ask ye now and see whether a man don't travail the child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail.
Right, because the time that we're coming into, all right, you know, a lot of you so-called men, because you niggas ain't no men out here, man. You're a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, effeminate, you know, sissies, man, you know. And the scripture said that, you know, Egypt shall be as women, all right, meaning the mind state of these people, these American people, you know, they're gonna be as women, man. Okay, so it says that the women travail, meaning when a woman is about to, you know, basically deliver, and she has birth pains, you know, what a woman does, she's all nervous and all scared. The same way how it's gonna be, you know, with these men. All right. It don't matter how tough you may look or how hard you may, you know, talk, whatever. When that time comes, you're gonna be as a bitch out here, man. All right? Because why? You're not gonna have that hedge of protection upon you. Right?
Wherefore do I see every man with his hand on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
Right. Meaning you're gonna be scared, man. All right? You're gonna be scared to death because of the things that's about to take place on the earth. It said men's heart shall fail them. Meaning that you got certain people out here, they're gonna be dropping dead, having heart attacks, man. Okay? Certain shit that's going, you gonna think this is a movie. You know what I'm saying? A horror movie, man. A horror flick, man. But nah, this is real life, man. You're gonna start seeing certain shit. You're gonna know this is the end. Like the apostle to Allah, he always mentioned, he said, you ain't gotta ask if we're in Jacob's trouble. You're gonna know you in the time of Jacob's trouble. Go ahead.
Verse 7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble.
Right, the time of Jacob's trouble. Right? The time of Jacob's trouble, meaning that these people on the side, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right, we're in the time, that's going to be your time of trouble, but really it's going to affect the whole world, all right? It's going to affect everybody on the planet Earth, the time we're coming into, man, all right? Things are going to get bad out here, man. When you go to what, Second Esdras? When you go to Second, when you go to Second Esdras, the 15th chapter, right? And King James was a so-called black man at that too. You want to know, you know? But anyway, Second Esdras, when you go to Second Esdras, the 15th chapter, you know, shows you that, you know, basically, they ain't gonna have no pity upon thy neighbor, man. People gonna be, you know, running up in people's cribs for the lack of bread, shortage of food. That's the time we're coming into, man. Yeah, we know.
But he shall be saved out of it.
But who shall be saved out of it? That's talking about the elect. All right? Scripture said the just shall live by faith. And that's who we put our trust in, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. We don't put our trust in Kamala Harris or Donald Trump. Right. Because it don't matter who the fuck you put in office, all right? This place is going down.
That's right.
America, as you know it, is going to fuck down, man. And I hope they put that bitch in office, man, so they can invade this bitch.
Yeah.
They can invade this place tonight. Because that right there is a sure sign of weakness.
Yeah.
When you have a woman leader as your fucking president, man.
Right.
You know? So yeah, we in a state of where things are gonna get bad out here, man. And it's just gonna increase on, you know, increase. You know, yeah, exactly. Because we're in a time of war, all right? For one, then you got this guy, Trump. He's talking about bringing out the Alien Act from 1798, which basically is talking about deportation, man. Putting people in concentration camps, man. All right? Putting people in concentration camps. That's what's coming, man. You know? And it's all leading to what? The MOTB. That's what they want to do. They want to chip everybody on the planet Earth, man. So it will make sense for him to push that bill, right? To call on mass deportation, so he could just round everybody up. He round people up because he ain't gonna know who the hell is a migrant and who not. He just gonna be snatching motherfuckers up, man. Okay, so that's the time we coming into, man. You got something else?
Yeah, I got Isaiah 31, verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help."
Yeah. Right, Egypt being what? America, man. Okay. Why is Egypt known as America, or spiritual Egypt known as America? All you gotta do is look at the back of your dollar bill, man. Okay, you got the pyramid with the all-seeing eye on it. Okay, certain things go back to Egypt, man. When you look at it,
Right.
all right. So it shows you what it says in Revelation 11 chapter. This place is spiritually Egypt and Sodom.
That's right.
And we ain't got to tell you why this place is known as Sodom either, man. Bunch of damn homos walking around. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, go ahead, read that again.
Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
Right, Egypt, also known as a house of bondage, man, for you Israelites, man. You know, we're here in captivity, man, just like ancient Egypt.
And stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong.
Right, you got these people, you know, thinking that their government is going to save them, that their military is going to save them. All right, but you're in for a rude awakening. Okay, because America will be destroyed. Lord said He would heal. They would heal Babylon, but it's not healed. Because guess what? America right now is what, 30+ trillion in debt.
Yep.
All right, and there's no way they're going to be able to pay that debt. So what they going to do? They going to reset this bitch.
Yep.
They going
Reset it,
to
bro.
collapse this shit. All right, whatever money you got in your bank account, it's basically, you know, it's going to be depleted. And, you know, a lot of you going to commit suicide. You know, you're going to jump off the roof, blow your brains out, whatever the fuck you do. All right? And they're going to reset it where everything's going to go digital. It's going to go digital.
Right.
You know? That's the plans of the wicked elites, man.
Hey, brother, what you're speaking about is actually a fucking thing. They call it the Great Reset.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be
I believe it's the Economic Forum, the World Economic Forum, right? WEF. I think
Yeah.
they're calling it the Great Reset.
Yeah, the Great Reset. Yeah, they've been saying that for a while now, you know?
Right.
And that's the plans of the wicked elites, man. You know? Because they want to do away with cash. They want to do away with physical money.
Mm-hmm.
They want you to commit to their new world order. All right?
Yeah.
Which is basically one of the things is to, you know,
And
what it says in Klaus Schwab, he said, you shall own nothing
and be happy.
That's what they was calling it in the 80s. It was calling this. It was calling it System 2000 in the 80s, where they was going to collapse the financial system and the real estate, all of that. They was going to hit everything. It was going to be a joint event.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
Verse 1. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord.
Right, our people don't seek the Lord. They don't seek the Holy One of Israel, which his name is Yahweh and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. Okay, because that time is going to come where you're going to have to put your total trust, all right, in the Most High and the Son, man. Okay, where basically you're going to have to pick basically pick a side, man. All right, you're going to have to pick a side, man. And eventually, you know, you're gonna lose everything, man. If you following after this system right here, be prepared to get that chip, to get that mark. All right?
Right.
Because that's the next step. That's the step that these devils are going into, man. They want everybody chipped on the planet Earth, man. That's the end goal. That's what who was it?
Nick Rockefeller.
No, yeah. When he told Aaron Russo.
Aaron Russo, yeah.
That's the ultimate goal.
Right.
That they want everybody on the planet Earth chipped. Okay? So they can have total control. Once you give this man total control, basically, you know, sold your soul to Satan, man. All right? You know,
Yeah, that's right.
you sold your soul to Satan, man. That's basically what you did. All right? But guess what? The Lord said he has 7,000
Right.
that
Man.
have not bowed the knee to Baal.
That's right.
All right? Which is referring to the elect, man.
Yeah, and what these people are going to do essentially, when they take that mark of the beast, that MOTB, they're going to declare the so-called white man their God.
That's right.
He's going to be their God, and you're going to be his servants, man. You understand? You totally denied Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and his salvation, and you took on Esau and his demonic witchcraft and his philosophies and his wickedness unto yourself. So what do you think is going to be the end of individuals like that?
That's right.
They're going to be destroyed along with them. Though hand join in hand,
That's right.
the wicked shall not be unpunished.
That's right. Go ahead, read it. That's the judgment right here. Go ahead, read it. Revelation 14:9. That's right.
Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in
Right.
his
When
forehead.
you worship the beast, all right, you basically worshiping this system, all right? This system of Esau, New World Order, all right? And guess what? We're going to know if you took the chip or not, all right? According to Revelation 16 chapter, it says they're going to have a grievous sore upon their hand, man.
Right.
All right? Basically, it's going to be like an ulcer. You're going to have, like, you know what I'm saying, cancer. And we're going to know that you got that chip. Go ahead.
They receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
Right, that mark going into the Greek charagma. All right? So the point is that why you think you got a guy Elon Musk, you know, with his whole brain chip technology going, you know, Neuralink thing, you know, he's pushing that heavy right now. You know, because why the Lord is with him, man. Because why he's going to be the guy to basically, you know, push this thing out, man. Not only him alone, but you got others, you know, also that's, you know, doing that whole brain chip thing too.
Right.
You know, but that's all according to prophecy.
That's all according to prophecy, bro.
You know, so, you know, in a way, he is working with Elon Musk on the left hand side.
Yeah, absolutely.
To push this device out, man. You know, he said that he's trying to get over 1 million people chipped from now to, he said, I think, he said some like maybe like in the next 5 years or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So hey, you know, hey, that's according to prophecy, man, because that's the chip in the forehead.
Right.
All right, which, you know, in itself, somebody that don't know anything, they look at that as an actual miracle, because why? You basically having people that had, spine problems, paraplegic, they couldn't walk. Now they be able to walk because it sets off certain nerves in their body, wake up certain nerves in the brain and shit. People to see, So, that's how they even want to deceive many. He's going to deceive many to receive that mark. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh.
Right, so you're going to drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Okay? Got guys saying, oh, what if they forced me to get the chip in me? And that means that you wasn't of the elect. Because they ain't gonna force you. You're gonna have a choice, man.
That's right.
You're gonna have a choice, a deciding choice whether to take it or not. All right? Because they trying to force it on you. What the hell? That means, you know what I'm saying?
Ah, right. Yahweh Shai even said
exactly, because he's the one. He's the one.
He said, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Yep, that's right. And not only that, it's the Lord that orchestrates everything in the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the Lord that's in control of everything. So if the Lord, had it where they forced you and put that in you, guess what? You ain't of the elect. And that's just what it is, man. Bottom line. All right? But the point is that the Lord, all right, the elect is going to basically, they're not, they're going to either die before taking that chip. They're going to have to, basically put their life on the line. He said, beat out faithful even unto death. So even if it costs you your life, you're going to have to die for the truth. You're going to have to die for this truth, man. Because the Lord speaks on them being martyrs. Martyrs being beheaded for the testimony of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and also for not receiving the mark. Okay?
Verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
Right, which is the second death. All right? That's the second death that John seen on the island of Patmos, which he seen America being burned. All right? He described it as the lake of fire. Okay? And that's going to be the judgment for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that decided to take the chip. See, these other nations can take the chip. All right? You white people, you Chinese people, you East Indians, you Arabs, all right? You Africans, you can take the chip. Okay? The Lord don't give a shit if you take it or not. But for his people, he cares, man. All right? And if you go against the grain, you're going to be destroyed. That's the prophecy. You will be destroyed in this upcoming war, this upcoming destruction of America.
And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
That's right. The Lamb being Yahweh Shai. Okay? So, hey, man, it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the living God, man. All right? So that's why we're out here to warn you, to tell you these things before they take place in the earth. Okay? Because when that judgment comes, that's it. You can't say that you never heard this truth. You can't say that you ain't hear the men of the Lord out here speaking the words of prophecy, man. Okay? Because you got certain men that they don't speak on these things. They think that, America is going to keep going on and on forever. All right? That certain things are not going to happen. They just rocking people to sleep, man. But guess what? That blood is going to be upon their head. All right? Scriptures mention them as being dumb dogs that can't bark.
That's right, bro.
They cannot bark. When you out here, you see the enemy coming. You're supposed to be, supposed to be barking, man. You're supposed to be a watchman. You're supposed to be setting, calling out, man. Blowing that spiritual trumpet. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night.
Right, and this is not this is not talking about hell, right?
Right.
Where you go to and you burn for all eternity, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
All right. This is a time period of when the Lord's gonna have you basically feel that fire, man. You know, you're gonna feel that fire, man. Okay. There's gonna be gnashing and what's that? Weeping and gnashing of teeth, man. All right.
Who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
Right, that's right. So if you worship the image of the beast and you worship this man's system, guess what? You're gonna die. You're gonna die, straight up. You know, we ain't gonna sugarcoat it, you're gonna die, man. All right? Because instead of you trusting in the Lord, get that in Isaiah 30 and 20. Instead of you trusting in the Lord, you know, you went and try to, you know, go the so-called easy route, right? And then you're gonna find out that guess what? You know, the same way how Esau, he can allow you to get the chip and turn your shit off, man.
Yeah.
You know, turn your shit off. Like, fuck you, nigga. Now you assed out. Now you trying to take the chip out of your head. It ain't that. You already did the act.
Yeah.
It was the act of just you putting the chip in there, man. So guess what? You're gonna die for that.
Right.
Isaiah 30 verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity, the word of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
That's right. I wanted, that's good though. I wanted 10 and 2. Yeah, it's all right though. But yeah, you know, us being in that affliction, being in slavery, man. But guess what? We out here, man. You ain't gonna see, you know, like how it was, you know, during the time of the 50s, 60s. You know, you couldn't really be out here like that, man. During the time of segregation and all that.
Nah.
But now this is the time where the Lord has us men out here, man.
Right.
So we ain't gonna be removed in the corner no more, man. All right? You know, we out here, just out here on public for everybody to see us, man.
That's right.
The Lord said He's gonna make us as a spectacle. You know? We're gonna be made as a spectacle, man, for everybody to see, man. You know? And we making it public. We making this word known. We ain't hiding. Okay? But it's gonna be a time when the Lord is gonna remove us off the street corners. Where we're not gonna be able to speak this word freely. Okay? Because it's gonna be a time where you're gonna have persecution, all right? Sedition laws going to be set up where you can't speak against the government. You can't say certain things on Twitter, online, all that shit. You know, that's the Hosea. You know, basically, no, Amos 8 and 11, famine of the word. Okay, that's going to eventually come to pass. We're going to get that call, like, you know, hey brothers, can't go out there no more. You know. So we so used to coming out, it's gonna be like a bittersweet thing, you know. We're gonna be, you know, we're gonna be happy, but then it's gonna be like, okay, well, it's going down, you know. Eventually, when you don't see us on the street corners, you know, hey, that's when the Lord is gonna be like, you know what? Time for judgment. So you people should love to see us on the street corners, man. Because that's the Lord, you know, still showing that mercy, man. But eventually, when you don't see us out here in these major cities speaking, you know, it's a wrap. It's over after that.
Isaiah 10 and 20. Isaiah 10 and 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel is such as are escaped from the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth.
That's right. That's right. So we're not going to lean on Esau, all right? We're going to lean on the Most High and his son. How about Shemi Shah? We're going to lean on them. Because that's what's going to be given unto us, where we ain't going to have no other choice but to trust in
Right.
the Lord, man. Because this devil is going to make things so hard for us, right? You ain't going to have no job. We ain't going to, you know what I'm saying? Most likely we're going to be homeless, all right? And
Wisdom and knowledge.
eventually, you know, yeah, exactly. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and the strength of thy
That's real.
salvation.
That's real.
Because
That's literally
when that time come, hey,
what it means.
that's when our faith is going to be tested,
Yeah, bro.
all right? Because things are going to be so bad out here. Everybody's going to be going left, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The whole world basically is going to be going left.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true, bro.
And we're going to have to be on that straight and narrow, man. You know, straight meaning a position of difficulty.
What's up, brother?
Read that again.
Isaiah 10 and verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but one shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth.
That's right. And that's what we're going to come down to, man. Trusting in the Lord all the way through, man. And that's how you're going to know who's really for the Lord and who's not. All right? All them guys that, you know what I'm saying, talk that talk, you're going to see in that day who's really going to be for the Lord, man. All right? Because, you know, on camera you can say this and say that, man.
Right.
You know, but when that time comes and you're going to have to prove your faith, and, you know,
Yeah, bro.
what you going to do in that day, man? When everything is taken away from you. Your livelihood, your home, your woman, your children, okay? And they threaten to put you in concentration camps. What you going to do?
Real question.
All right? So we all going to be tested, man. Get that in Revelation? Yes.
See, I got it.
Okay. All right. Bring it up.
Revelation 3 verse 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
That's right.
Behold, I come quickly.
Read slowly, bro.
Right,
Read
right.
from the top.
Verse 10,
Slow down your reading, brother.
You gotta slow down, bro.
because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
That's right. So, because, you know, the Lord is going to keep us from the hour of temptation, because while we're doing what we're supposed to be doing right now, man, okay, before all hell break loose here in this society, okay? So the Lord is going to protect us in that time. You know, we're being faithful right now. We're making our bodies as a living sacrifice onto Him, okay? Hoping that we shall be delivered when that time comes. Go ahead.
To try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right. Try them that dwell upon the earth. So we're all going to be tested. We're all going to have to go through great tribulation. You know? So understand this, that we're going to suffer. Okay? Understand you're going to suffer. There's no way around it. No ifs, ands, or buts. We're gonna suffer, man. So get your mind geared up for that. That's why he told Job, he said, you know, gird up thy loins like a man. You know, put off the weak nature. Put off the weak nature. That's what he told Ezra. Put off the weak nature, man. Don't, you know, leave the mortal thoughts, man. Because that time is coming, man. You're gonna be, you know, hey, any one of us could be in a situation where, you know, they fucking, you know, they come run down on us.
Yeah, bro.
And, you know, we in the house, you know what I'm saying? We are with our family, whatever, your woman, your children, and they, you know what I'm saying? They tell you, listen, we're gonna either get down, we're gonna kill you, your mother, whatever, your girl. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. All right? Pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Guess what? We know that the Lord can raise them back up. So be it, man. You gotta have the mindset that the Lord is in control. The Lord will take care of you, man. All right? Don't be all, you know, when that time comes, we don't know what we might do.
Right.
All right? We just saying.
Same, bro.
All right? But the thing is, trust in the Lord. Always. No matter how things might look, shit might look fucking like there's no way out.
Right.
That's why, hey, the scripture says, you know, they shall come in as a flood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The Lord said He's gonna stand, He gonna, you know,
Lift up a standard against it.
lift up a standard against them.
That's why I
All
said
right?
59.
Which is the spiritual violence, man. All right? So that time is coming, basically, when you will have to trust in the Lord, and He gonna make a way out. He gonna make a way out for you, man. You know?
Right.
John 16, verse 1. These things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yet a time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth Yahweh service.
That's right. So that time is gonna come where you're gonna have your mother, your loved ones, the woman, your kids. They gonna be giving you up, man. They gonna be giving you up, man. How I know that? Because it happened during the time of 2019, 2020. When people wasn't getting said you can't come to my house and you ain't get the shot. You can't come to my crib. Thanksgiving, you can't come. So we know that's possible, man. So how much more when that chip is coming out, man? When that chip come out, you're gonna have people, they're gonna be telling on each other, ratting on each other, man. You know? So don't be surprised, man. Your own mother give you up. Your own family. Scriptures mention, you know, they have division in the house. You know? When it comes to this, what's that?
It's a man variance.
Right. You're gonna have mother against daughter, father against son, mother-in-law against daughter-in-law, you know, so on and so forth, man.
What is that?
So that time is very much coming where, you know, let's see you super duper Israelites that like to wear fringes on your t-shirts, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if you go out in public walking through the airport.
Right.
Walking through the airport with your fringes on, man, in that time. And get your head blown the fuck off, man. You know? All things are not expedient. I mean, all things are not lawful. I mean,
All things are lawful,
all things are lawful,
but not
expedient.
expedient.
You know? So the thing is, you know, it's nothing wrong with wearing fringes on your t-shirt, right?
Right.
You're not breaking the law.
It's just not expedient.
But it's not expedient, you know, especially during the time when, you know, that persecution comes, right? You want to be as, you know, as a serpent, man. Basically, you want to be outsmarting the enemy, man.
Right.
All right.
Verse 3. And these things will they do unto you because they have not known the Father nor me.
That's right. And that's the reason. That's the number one reason why they gonna give you up, because they don't believe. They don't believe in this truth. All right. That's why it's not good for you to basically mingle with unbelievers, man. You know, the scripture says, can two walk together except they be agreed, man? It's not for you to mingle with these everyday people, man, because they basically, they you know, subjected onto Satan.
Yeah.
All right? They subjected onto Satan. They don't really have no morals, you know? Especially people in our own family, man.
Yeah.
You know? You can't really trust them. They set you up, line you up,
Right.
because they are of the world. scriptures again. That's right.
Ezekiel 7, verse 1, it says, Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Also, Son of man, to save the Lord Yahweh unto the land of Israel, and the end is come upon the four corners of the land.
That's right. The end is coming, man. You know, and we can see the end before us, man. Because, as you know, these people, you know, the world itself, every generation that passes, it gets worse and worse. You know, hey, just the other day I read a story where, you know, the nigger woman, she basically barbecued her own mother.
Damn.
You know, basically put her on the grill and put barbecue sauce on her to kill the smell, man. How wicked is that? How wicked is that, man? You barbecue and grill your own mother and have your daughter help you? That's the world we living in, man, right now. Okay? But, I mean,
Wow.
they were doing that in the ancient world. You had women, you know, eating their own children.
Yeah,
and that
maybe.
time is coming again, too. But it's just, and then you would see her, and then it's like it's nothing. Like, you know, how the fuck you can live with yourself knowing you did some shit like that? I don't give a fuck how my mother treated me. You know, I'm gonna do some shit like that? Put my mother on the grill, and and then fucking cook her, bro. Man, that shit is pure evil, man.
That's next level.
That's pure evil, man. Well, the scriptures mention, it says, you know, there's no evil. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, man.
Right, bro.
So you can't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about the mindset of a woman, man.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, when it says all wickedness, even the wickedness of Esau, too. So you think about it like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. And then when Solomon said, I ain't find none
more bitter than death. Yeah,
he said, I ain't find none that was righteous. At least one out of, you know what I'm saying, 1,000 men, he found one. But out of 1,000 women, he ain't find none. You know what I'm saying? So the ratio is crazy when it comes to women. So we understand the mindset of a woman because the Lord deprived her of wisdom. You know, so you got to look at all these women as being evil and wicked, man. You cannot trust no woman, man. No woman. You can't trust her. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 4. Actually, verse 3. Now the end is come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations.
Right, so you're going to be judged according to thy ways, man. So if you a homo, you're going to die. You're going to die out of the sin of a faggot, which is an abomination in the eyes of the Lord. All right, you lay down, two men lay down with each other, two women lay down with each other. That's to the Lord. According to the Lord, that's an abomination, and both are supposed to be put to death. You know, you commit adultery. You know, guess what? You're supposed to die according to the law. And that's what's upheld here in the society, man. This is big here in America, man. To be a homo, to be an adulterer. All right, this is what people drive off of, man. That's what they make music off of, rap music and R&B music off of adultery, man.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Verse 4. Mine eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity. I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
That's right. So eventually the Lord is not going to have pity upon those that commit wicked acts here in America. All right? You will get judged. Okay? So with that, we're going to end it there. All right? Lord willing, edified the Spirit. We want to end it off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Hashem, Barakadash. Shalom to the elect.
Shalom, the Bible, all.